It's on. I've got hold of this.
Hello. Oh, my glasses.
How you doing? Hello. Morning. Morning. Hi.
Yes, though.
Right, we're live now.
Huh?
How you doing, Lloyd?
And we're live at the ACNA Centre for the visit of the Jamaica High Commissioner, His Excellency Alexander Williams. It's going to be an eventful day where you can come and listen to what the High Commissioner has to say about what's happening in Jamaica, the relationship between Jamaica and the diaspora in the UK. You can come here for your consular activities, and you can also learn about what's happening with the ACNA Centre as we launch the project of the next 50 years. I'm with Annette Dunwell.
Can you introduce both of you?
Yes, so this is Annette Dunwell.
Yep, so I'm Annette Dunwell. I'm part of the working group for the ACNA, the next 50 years, building together across the generations.
And I'm Zuri Jan, part of the project as well, trying to ensure that the legacy of ACNA is embedded now and for the future.
Thank you.
Yes.
So we're just walking through. All the guests are coming here.
Hi, ladies. Hello. Come on through.
Yeah. And then you'll have to walk down sort of thing.
a little bit lighter.
Forward, sorry. Yeah, they're going forward.
That's a job for you.
Yes.
Step aside. Step aside. Tell us. Please, Monica, step aside. No, seriously, I'm making it more later. It's only to bring some stuff from it. Okay, sit down there, guys.
Hello, Emily. Welcome.
Yes, how are you?
And I don't know if
Can you see them?
Hi, how are you?
Let me just send them all these to you guys. But she knows what she wants to. So she doesn't reach
What platform are you streaming on?
YouTube.
YouTube.
Yeah.
What
The link.
Okay.
Can you send me the link? The link. Yeah.
Been doing it for years.
The time in the day, sit for like 10 minutes or so and have a quick discussion. Alright? Cheers.
Put this on the top table if you want.
You want to go on the top?
If you want to, if you're happy, yeah. That's ultimately where you'll be. Good morning, both of you as well. Good morning.
So you want to be on the top table with your wife, yes? And we want to take photos.
Yeah. Shall we go more this side?
Where you want that?
You're going on the top table.
Yeah. You're going to be on the top table anyway.
Yes. 1, 2, 3.
Let's go with
Can all of us get one? Can all of us get one?
You want to? All right.
No, Delroy and Delroy, Mr. Rowe, and
One. I'm just checking that it is good morning. Good morning. As usual, it is a pleasure to see the turnout. It's cold, and I should know that because I just come back from Jamaica and I'm freezing. Right? Right? And I'm not showing off, it's just tell you how I feel. But today is a special day. And the reason why I'm saying today is a special day because we've had many days like this when the High Commissioner has come and visited us. Right? And it's always a confirmation of the strength of our community that we can draw his attention or her attention when it's to come and visit us and actually come amongst us and confirm that the things we're doing here are the right things. When we first came here as an immigrant community, and I use the word immigrant community, we came here to a place where actually we didn't know a lot of things. We now know a lot of things. And I'll come back to that speech later on when it's my turn. But could I basically ask you to welcome the Lord Mayor, Patience, to open up the proceedings this morning. Thank you.
Good morning, all. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a great pleasure and genuine honor to join you here at the ACNA Centre. I am especially delighted to welcome His Excellency, the Jamaican High Commissioner, Mr. Alexander Williams. Commissioner, your presence here today is deeply appreciated. Nottingham is proud of its long-standing ties with Jamaica and wider Caribbean. Ties built through generations of families who have shaped our city's identity, enriched its culture, and strengthened its civic life. Today's reception is not only an opportunity to celebrate those bonds, but also to look forward. High Commissioner, we are grateful for your commitment to deepening the relationship between Jamaica and communities across the United Kingdom. To everyone here today, community leaders, volunteers, families, and friends, thank you for the work you do every day to make this city vibrant and welcoming. Let us continue to honor our past, invest in our present, and inspire our future. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Is that mic off? Thank you. Yeah. Right. Many people know me, and some people who don't know me, my name is Delroy Brown. I am the chair of the ACNA Centre, right? And I'm proud to say that we have been in existence for 48 years as a community centre. Now, having been in existence for 48 years, we come from a community that has actually existed since the end of the Second World War as a settlement in Nottingham. I don't know if Robin Hood was black or not, but I know there was something there. Right? The reason why I say that we've been in existence since 1948, that kind of area, is on the basis that we have the first recorded settlement of black people since the Second World War, who started off in Long Eaton. If you was around when George Powell and George Lee was around, they would be telling you that that's where they started off after they ended their career in the RAF. We're striven to create a community. Can you hear me? One, that's it. I knew there was something wrong. We have actually striven to basically create a community in Nottingham. And the ACNA Centre was one of the crowning glories of what the community created, because it was the first expression of our intention to be a permanent community in the city. And when we created the ACNA Centre, one of the things that we wanted to do was to actually show to the other communities who we were, what we did, and our culture. And I think we have been very, very successful in that. And we have actually, as a community, as an immigrant community, we have come here and we have established ourselves here as a community, as a force, and as a cultural icon in terms of what the city now, what we now represent in the city. We have had significant people who have worked in the community to establish a community. In doing that, we concentrated on education with the Saturday schools. We actually worked as a community to actually open up the city council in terms of us getting jobs. We even had a strike in terms of making sure that people actually had jobs on the buses. And that was an issue for the community at that particular time. We've successfully grown our own children up in terms of the fact that we've actually created a focus in which they can actually identify themselves. We're now at a new crossroads. We have grown up as a community. People like myself started off as a young man. I'm now an older man, and that's a natural life cycle. But what we now need to do is to make sure we have the necessary issues, necessary things still in terms of culture, education, to pass on to the new generation. And we've got to be very clear what those things are so that they can hold on to it and build their lives. We need to give them the opportunity and confidence so that they can now not only work for other people, but create business where they can also be owners of capital. And that's a key thing for the next generation. They can only do that if they can understand their culture and exploit their culture in a positive way. And that's what our job is today, to actually give our children the education, knowledge, and confidence so that they can begin to live their lives in a meaningful way. Other people can't give them it. Only we can give them it. Right? And it's our job to do that. And one of the things that we've done is we've worked in partnership with the High Commission in London in terms of coming, reinforcing, looking at what we do, and actually communicating to us what other people are doing as well. So the High Commission has been very, very important in the past. We've had many Prime Ministers come here. We've had many High Commissioners come here. And that partnership has been one of the key partnerships in the continuation of this community. So I thank you, Lord High Commissioner, for your presence here today. I thank you for the work that your office has done. And I hope that that strong partnership that we've had in the past continues to grow and strengthen. Today, you see, one of the things I'm very conscious of is that we are creating a generation that now calls themselves Black British. They were born here. Their culture is here. Their heritage is the Caribbean. And the mixture, and we need to understand that, yes, the majority of us in here are Jamaicans, but actually what strengthens us is the fact that we've come from all over the Caribbean. And we are now one community out of many. And I'm not going to preface what the actual Jamaican thing is that out of many come one. But the issue basically, that is the essence. Out of many of us, there is now emerging one community. So I thank you for your presence here today. I'm going to take the opportunity to finish and then basically welcome the High Commissioner to say a few words. Thank you very much.
Mayor, Councillor Patience Ifidoro, Councillors of Nottingham, Reverend Clive Foster, Windrush Independent Commissioner. I particularly like the independent. Mr. Delroy Brown, Chair of the ACNA Management Committee, and representatives of ACNA, members of the Jamaican community, Friends of Jamaica, good morning. I can't resist what I'm about to say. Wagwan. Better than good morning, eh? All right. So it's a genuine pleasure to be in Nottingham, a city whose history of courage, creativity, and community spirit resonates deeply with the Jamaican characteristic traits. I thank the Lord Mayor and the City Council for this gracious welcome and for your continued recognition of the vital contributions the Caribbean community makes to the life of this great city. To the leaders and members of ACNA, I extend my sincere appreciation. Your tireless work in preserving our culture, nurturing our young people, and strengthening the bonds of community is truly invaluable. You remain one of the most enduring and distinguished pillars of Jamaican heritage in the United Kingdom. To our Jamaican diaspora here in Nottingham and across the UK, you continue to make us immensely proud. Your achievements in public service, business, education, the arts, and community leadership reflect the very best of who we are as a people. You carry our values with dignity and purpose. Many of you have been following the impact of Hurricane Melissa. You know, I had to get to it, which inflicted significant damage across several communities in Jamaica. As a matter of fact, 6 out of the 14 parishes. So allow me to share a short synopsis of the recovery program now underway. So the government of Jamaica has established the National Reconstruction and Resilience Authority, which is a statutory body which is going to oversee the full rebuilding effort, ensuring coordination, transparency, and a stronger, more climate-resilient Jamaica for future generations. And I like to pause here to say the intent of establishing NARA is to build back better. There are communities, and let's be blunt about it, that should not have been located in certain locales because they're too close to a gully, or they're below sea level, or in a particular area that would be vulnerable to shocks like a Hurricane Melissa. So the intent with NARA is to essentially rebuild or build Jamaica much better than it was before. Places like Black River will not look the same after NARA is finished. All right, we expect that much of the town will be shifted more inland rather than down under the coast, and that is just one example. But key progress includes the emergency shelters are now closed, with families now in temporary housing. Priority roads and bridges have been repaired, restoring access to affected areas. The Ministry of Agriculture distributed fertilizers, seeds, and planting materials to help small farmers restart production. As a matter of fact, I don't know if I'm sure there are farmers here, or former farmers who know glutton shortage cycle that you have with farming. It's already happening already. Shortly afterwards, there was a point at which where people had more cabbage than was needed after hurricane, and now they have to cut back. It's some crops, others are coming back, some not up to speed yet. But the normal cycle of glutton shortage that existed prior to Melissa is actually happening now. Schools have reopened with full support from the Ministry of Education. And to assist families with damaged or destroyed homes, approximately $10 billion, that's B, billion dollars, has been allocated to the roofs program, with over $5 billion already disbursed. Grants range from $75,000 for minor repairs to $500,000 for severe damage, enabling thousands of Jamaicans to begin rebuilding. Jamaica is determined not only to recover from Hurricane Melissa, but to emerge stronger, better prepared, and more resilient than before. And Jamaica has not stood alone. Support has come, and it has come from all over the world. Of course, yes, United Kingdom, Europe, across the African continent, our CARICOM partners and friends as far as Peru. And I should tell you, I single out Peru to say that Peru is going to inform how NARA, that is the National Reconstruction and Resilience Authority, operates, because they have the expertise because of previous disasters that they have had. So this is a powerful reflection of the goodwill and lasting relationships Jamaica has built around the world. And I know I have a number of well-heeled travelers here. The kind of goodwill that we have across the world. You go to the farthest place and you say, you're from Jamaica. Ah, Usain Bolt, Bob Marley. Yes, you get the smile on the face. I've been asked to see the people who are interested in my passport. They want to see what my passport looks like. Oh, this is what a Jamaican passport looks like. There's goodwill all over. I can't begin to tell you in the aftermath of Hurricane Melissa, the different visits that I've had to different ambassadors, Slovenia, other countries that you probably wouldn't know that they had us on their radar, to say, yes, I have an aircraft here full of medical supplies. Could you come and arrange for it to get to Jamaica, etc., etc. We've had excellent support across the globe. But I must pause to acknowledge the extraordinary response of our Jamaican family here in the United Kingdom. I almost want you to applaud yourself. It has been extraordinary. From the earliest hours after the hurricane made landfall, diaspora organizations, churches, alumni associations, and countless individuals reached out with offers of support. Many of you mobilized fundraising efforts, gathered and dispatched relief supplies, and used your platforms and networks to raise awareness and rally assistance. Well, I'm going to put one of the freight forwarders here on the spot, Beverly, who can tell you what she had to go through in getting some of the relief supplies to Jamaica. There was an overabundance, and we're very grateful for the effort. So your compassion, your swiftness to act, and your unwavering readiness to stand with Jamaica in our hour of need speaks volumes about the strength and character of our global family. As we gather here this morning, let us continue to celebrate the achievements of our community, honor our shared heritage, and deepen the partnerships that uplift us all. Jamaicans and friends of Jamaica across the diaspora have an opportunity to enhance this partnership through the upcoming 11th Jamaica Diaspora Biennial Conference, scheduled to be held from 14th to 18th June in Montego Bay. Now, I don't mind telling you, it is an exciting time to engage with Jamaica. It really is. Putting aside Hurricane Melissa, which we have started in a significant way to recover from, Jamaica is becoming the place to live, grow, invest, and exist. It's becoming that place. You probably all know I'm not going to bore you with the macroeconomic statistics. Let me not bore you with that. Just to say that there are excellent investment opportunities right now in Jamaica, all across the different investment platforms, whether it's real estate, whether it's business process outsourcing, farming, what interests you, Jamaica is the place to go to invest for your future. And the other thing is, you don't have to go back to Jamaica to invest in Jamaica. I fully appreciate that your lives are here. You know? And let me say this. I've said before in a number of different occasions. It is quintessentially Jamaican, all right, to seek your fame and fortune, scratch the fame or your fortune or your well-being outside of Jamaica, whether it be Panama, UK, Canada, United States, Poland. Can I tell you there's actually Jamaican in Katowice, Poland? All right? It is our sense. So it doesn't matter whether you live on the rock or you live in Nottingham. All right? It doesn't matter. You are as Jamaican as the Jamaican on the rock. You should look at the gold standard that we have in our diaspora policy. I am circling back to the conference that I just mentioned. It is an excellent opportunity for you to interface with what is happening in Jamaica. It benefits you, it benefits Jamaica, and it benefits the brand that exists internationally. So Jamaica's story is made richer by the contributions of her diaspora, and your continued engagement ensures that our culture, our values, and our national pride remain vibrant here in Nottingham, what Jamaicans call home. My Lord Mayor, distinguished guests, thank you for your warm hospitality and spirit of fellowship you have shown. It is a true honor to share this moment with you. May the Jamaican spirit remain ever strong, ever proud, and ever present. One love.
Just to reinforce that story about Jamaicans are everywhere, I went to Alaska with my wife. And we ended up on a tour. And who did I find there? A Jamaican. And he was talking about rice and peas and everything. And I thought to myself, this is the land of bears. And we went to find bears. We couldn't find one bear, but I found a Jamaican. So just go for show you. Well, Lord High Commissioner, thank you very much for that. Just a comment on this. I think one of the nice things you hear in the speech is the encouragement that Jamaica is doing well. I've just come back from Jamaica. I didn't know there was so much hotels in Jamaica. Jamaica is actually, if you go around the north coast, there's a proliferation of capital infrastructure. There is Jamaicans now getting employment in Jamaica, whereas before we were looking to go outside of Jamaica. Big difference. And it's something I'd love to continue to explore with you, sir. And I think something we need to talk about amongst ourselves. But one of the things that today is important is to basically look at our legacy. And we have somebody here from the Legacy Change Group who's going to come, Legacy Makers, who's going to come and do a short speech. So could I invite you up, Mum, to come and actually do a short speech about the work of the group and what you do? Thank you. You want to come on stage? Yes, please. One.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you very much. Good morning, Commissioner, Lord Mayor, distinguished guests, and good morning all of you, all of Nottingham. So my name's Jenny Wizard. I'm one of the members of the Legacy Makers Group. The Legacy Makers Group has been going now for well over 10 years. It's a group that arrived out of a view and a vision of people coming together to look at our collective history as people who are descendants of the Caribbean, and more importantly, people who have a history of being enslaved. But not only that in particular, in terms of, we wanted to look at how enslavement actually contributed to this society, to Britain, to the empire, to colonialism, and to flip it on its head. Louder. Try. Oh, sorry. I do beg your pardon. I'm not used to talking to mics directly. So just to recap, we wanted to, as the Legacy Makers, look at our collective history as people that were descendants of people from the Caribbean, people from Africans, and more specifically, people from enslaved Africans, because that is our shared heritage. That is our history. We wanted to explore the link between that and how we contributed to this society, particularly Britain and particularly to Nottingham and the East Midlands. And we decided we would do that through tracing the history and connection of key products, because that's what enslavement was about, essentially. It was about the production of products. Sugar and cotton and others besides. So the group has been working particularly on looking at cotton, which is a huge area of study and interest amongst academics. But if we start to look at the history of the East Midlands, just like lace here, for instance, Nottingham, as we know, was a big area of lace making, we begin to see where the connection of enslaved Africans with that history is. And we've done that as the Legacy Makers by actually looking at places like Cromford, Newark. Newark was a place where James Wilding was a man who owned several plantations in Jamaica, in the West Indies, in the Caribbean. After he bought that from Newstead, after he bought that from the famous Lord Byron. So, and also Cromford Mills, a place that we've done a lot of work on in terms of actually looking at how we begin to recognize and acknowledge the contribution of enslaved workers, that is people who have been forced to give their labor without payment, without support, without recognition, for the building up of other industries, other countries, and other empires and environments. So that's what we've been doing over the past 10 years as the Legacy Makers. And that brought us to the point of connecting with some work that we did in Darley Abbey, in Derbyshire. And these are all hidden histories. You'd be surprised to know them, but they're all around. They're in plain sight. They're all very hidden. But if you start to scrape away and look, we've got connections. And when I say connections, our labor, the labor of our ancestors is buried in these places. And Darley Abbey is one of them. It's a place where there was a mill, and there was workers that Rachel will speak more about there, workers that were paid a pittance in some of the factories. But we wanted to look at the connection with cotton, and we came up with the idea that one of the things that we wanted to look at was how those people from Britain were connected to the cotton connection, and connected to people of the Caribbean and the South in America. That then led us to what Rachel's going to talk a bit more about, which is standing in this place. I don't know if some of you have seen it. It's a statue that we had unveiled last year. So that tells you a bit about Legacy Makers and our work. It's a very, very condensed history. And if anybody is around later and wants to talk to me about it, I'm happy to answer questions.
Hello, and thank you very much for inviting me to come along and talk about my part in the project, and very nice to meet you all. So I've been interested in my family ancestry since being a little girl at school, and was given the task to make a family tree. And I can remember getting a sheet of paper and going to talk to my mamas and my granddad and ask them questions about our ancestors, and spent ages colouring it in and presenting it at school. And then I remember another girl in my class seemed to unroll this scroll that went back to the year dot of all these important people, and I felt so upset. I went home, cried, and just thought what I'd done was terrible. And my dad said, "Don't worry, we'll keep going." And we've not stopped, and it's something that I've continued to do. And fast forward to lockdown, I was working on a project looking at immigration and migration, religious tolerance and freedom. And whilst I was working on that, I was doing some research on one of my ancestors, my 3 times great-grandfather, Rufus Crooks. He was a nail maker, and all of a sudden, he up sticks and moves to go to Darley Abbey, where there's a mill. And it wasn't for him to have a job, it was for his 4 children to go into the cotton mill. And they were aged between 12 and 16. And some of them died of cotton lung, which was a common killer of mill workers. But as more children came of age, they too entered the mill, including my 2 times great-grandmother, who I'm descendant from. And I wanted to know why. Why have they gone into a mill, and why are these children working in a mill? And I happened to see this advert that Bright Ideas Nottingham and the Legacy Makers were doing a project. They wanted to see who are these workers that had come to work in this mill that was built in an area that was very small and didn't have a populace enough to work in that mill. So where did they come from? So I volunteered my time, and each week we'd get a new name to research. And at the end of the project, they asked if I'd like to come and meet the Legacy Makers and the rest of the research team, which I said that I'd like to. And it was there that we started having conversations. They asked what I did for a living, and I said I was a sculptor. And I remember Dr. Helen Bates, who was leading the research project with Dr. Lisa Robinson, said, "What would you do?" And I said, "Well, I think sculpture's a really good way for people to access history. It's a good way for people to stop and think, well, what's that about? Why is that there? What's this telling us?" And it's often a more gentle way to start asking questions if people aren't familiar with that history, like I wasn't. And I think from that moment of having that first conversation, we went on a journey which took 3 years. We raised £450,000. We worked with thousands of members of the community. We put on 2 major exhibitions that's still travelling. And part of that, we produced a bronze sculpture that we gifted to the city of Nottingham. It was quite a journey, but I feel we've not quite stopped. And I'm going to hand back to Jenny to tell you a little bit about some of our future aims. Thank you.
So since the sculpture has gone up, that was about a year ago now, our aims as a group working collectively is to bring wider recognition of the sculpture and what it means. We intend to develop an education program and get children involved. I was passing by the sculpture about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and there was a great, big, massive group of children outside the sculpture, really excited. I stopped and said, "Oh, I'm really pleased that you're enjoying this sculpture." And they were really pleased that, I was one of the legacy makers, because we're actually on there's photos of us on the storyboard. And the children had worked so hard. They produced poetry, they produced sort of like journals of their thoughts and ideas about enslavement and what it meant, their ideas about why Britain had done this and what that meant. And they were really excited that we should come along as a group and talk to them more about this, because they realised that this was their history. And I said, yes, it's your history. It's not just my history. It's your history. It's a shared history. It's a global history. It's at the corner of everything that we live and see and do now. It's a serious legacy, and we can't dismiss it. And they agreed. And that was lovely, really, really lovely to see. So for us, education programs are going to be a key thing. But we also want to link the statue to things that are happening in Nottingham, things that are around history, things that are around particularly some of the key products with regard to enslavement, such as cotton, such as sugar. Certainly cotton is one of the things we're looking at, working with the two universities, University of Nottingham and Trent University, who have some project in mind in terms of looking at the origins of cotton and really talking about that and making that very, very public. And these are the histories that we want to support and uncover. We think it's important that we know about our history, not just in terms of a negative history, but the contribution that we made as people that have forced labour. You know, the contribution that we made in terms of our ideas, in terms of our culture, in terms of our music, that came out of this place of being captive. But we resisted and we developed. And I think it's important that that statue is the doorway to telling those stories. That statue is the doorway to helping educate. And that statue is also an important part of the movement that is going on currently in Britain and the wider Europe to actually uncover this history about enslavement and to understand it from the perspective of those who were enslaved and involved through labour, forced labour, unpaid labour. You know, it's important. So that's what we intend to do, and I hope that you will support us. You know, whenever these things happen, we will let you know. But it's been great speaking to you, and thank you very much for your time.
Again, thank you very much to the change makers. Right, I think we now come to the Lord Mayor again. Right, to finish off. Thank you.
As I'm asked to close the event, once again, I'm so impressed with those two ladies. Can we please give them a hand of applause again? Thank you very much, the High Commissioner. Thank you for your wonderful words. Thank you for what you're doing for Jamaicans in the United Kingdom. And thank you for what you're doing back home in Jamaica. And we're so pleased having you here today. And enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy your land. You're going to visit some businesses and sites in Nottingham. Enjoy yourself with your wife. Enjoy it too as well. And to everybody, thank you for attending. And enjoy the rest of your day.
Well, the Lord Mayor has brought the morning proceedings to an end, and we're looking forward to lunch. But again, Lord Mayor, can I thank you for coming to our centre today and being part of our celebration of the High Commissioner coming here. Thank you very much. Thank you. Can I go to that? Right. So, lunch? Well, let us. The next thing we're going to do is what we do very well, and that's eat, right? So I'm going to ask, I'm not sure we're going to have it here or have it. Well, I'm going to check with Enid, who we have to check with every time when we're doing something, right? But I know, Lord Mayor, you've got to move. So basically, let me.
I have to go. I'm going to London. I have to be here
right,
today.
Okay, then. Well, thank you. Right, okay, well, the Lord Mayor's going to leave here. I'm going to basically find out where the food's going to be, and then we basically will proceed on to that nice part of the day. Right? Okay, so Lord Mayor, thank you. Give me 2 minutes.
Oh, yeah. But you know, you can have the online activity. Yeah, if you apply in January and go on to do that, they website update all the time. And it is part of I am some people, their confidence are
What we're going to do, if anybody have any burning questions, right. As we've had some invigorating presentation about Jamaica, about legacy, what I'm going to do is going to have a roving mic for anybody who wants to ask any questions to the speakers. So I think there's a problem with the mic. Yeah, we have an extra mic here. We have an extra mic here. So any questions? Anybody want to put their hands up for a question? Wow. I'm sure.
We have a question here.
Hello. Sorry. Okay, hello, my name's Denise McLean, a member of Nottingham. The question I want to pose is to the High Commissioner. It was really encouraging to hear you talking about investments in Jamaica and all the possibilities and the future prospects for Jamaica, which are looking really, really good. Now, I was recently in Jamaica and I was very, very pleased to see so many individuals who now live abroad who are curious about how they can reinvest or invest in Jamaica. A lot of them wanting to return. And the question I'm posing is on behalf of individuals who are going back home and want to know if there are seed funding opportunities that are currently active where they can access grants to be able to buy land or for agriculture and for new innovations and for health and well-being. So what prospects are there for individuals to be able to access those grants? And then equally, are there any programs where lots of land are being allocated to returning residents who want to use it for investments?
Thank you. Thank you for the question. Let me say first that there's no government program giving seed money for the purchase of land. There are programs for NHT contributors following out of Melissa for them to access funds to rebuild their houses that have been affected by Hurricane Melissa. No, that's not the question you asked. And you're asking about monies being made available through government for the purchase of land. But of course, there's always the private sector, and we have well-heeled institutions who you can approach for funding to purchase land. And you have a couple right here in the UK, JN, Victoria Mutual, who have their own, facilities for just that. And what I can tell you, as an attorney, I'm an attorney as well, I should tell you that more likely than not, you will perhaps qualify. All right, because of the strength of the sterling when you compare to the Jamaican dollar. You will find a bit of ease in the way in which you go about qualifying in that process to seek essentially mortgage financing to purchase land. Remind me of the second question. I lost it. What was the second question again? Oh, yes, okay. So I suppose I basically understood that. Oh, yes. That's right. There are incentives in agri-parts. Thank you, Mr. Steve, our Community Relations Officer. Wealth of information, by the way. Probably knows more than me. So there are agri-parks. There is also the special economic zone, which will allow you to go in. You can lease property for up to 50 years. If you set up a company, there are tax waivers for the first 20 years. So you get the long lease, etc. And you're in a special economic zone, which means if you choose to export from that location, you avoid some of those duties. So those facilities, and I don't mind telling you, it's being taken up. People are taking up on these opportunities. There is a barrister here in the UK, Vendries is his name. What's his Vendries last? Vendries Henry. Parnassus in Clarendon through Jamaica Promotions Limited, Jampro, that operates out of our offices. I'm sure he doesn't mind me telling you all. He went and established a farm in Jamaica growing peppers, Scotch bonnet peppers. And he's doing... So that's it. He knows more than me. Ackee avocado and so on. So he's doing very well, having taken advantage of these facilities. But they're there. Can I say to you, Jampro, Jamaica Promotions Limited. I work hand in hand with Jampro just about every day of the week.
Before the next question, can the person whose car is BJ70YOH please move their car? The Lord Mayor needs to leave this site. So can that person move their car, please? Thank you. Melita.
Good afternoon, Commissioner. And may I welcome you to Nottingham again. And I hope you like it. Yeah, Nottingham is just the best city in the UK. Oh, sorry. As a daughter of St. Thomas, and I'm so excited about the development that's happening in St. Thomas. I wonder if you could just elaborate a little bit more on it for us, please.
Can I tell you? They used to say that St. Thomas was the forgotten parish. Remember we used to say that? No more. That highway that has just been just about complete, the Civic Centre. I know there's a bit of a hiccup with Factories Corporation and the persons who are leasing the different shops and all of that, but they're going to get over that hump very, very soon. And there are residential developments taking place along the coast. Bull Bay, yes, Bull Bay and continuing. Very exciting. So the infrastructure is in place. The connectivity is being worked out so that you can connect that side and go all the way around to the north of the island, so that the tourist traffic that flows in that direction will stop and take advantage of the attractions in St. Thomas. So yes, a lot of exciting things happening there. Great opportunity and great investment. Great investment. Property, man. Property. I'm going to give, I like to tell this example. I'm going to tell this example. Just before taking up my post here as High Commissioner, I bought a townhouse on behalf of our client for roughly 35 million just before coming to to my post. I've been here two and a half years. About a year and a half into being here, the property was sold, and the 35 million was something like 55, 60 million. With minor, change the front door, put on a boundary fence, that type of stuff. The capital gains from investing in real estate in Jamaica will far exceed anything you could do in just about any Eastern European country or even here. You know what I'm saying? And the word is out. So you have people we do not have any restriction in Jamaica on ownership. Foreigners can come and own property in Jamaica. So it's a free market that we operate in Jamaica in so many different spheres. So the word is out, and you'll see different companies, etc., coming in to own real estate. So there's a glorious opportunity there.
Right. I better stand up for this. The next the next question. But can I just say, I love the High Commissioner's enthusiasm. Huh? You know, it just shows you the energy that's coming out of Jamaica right now. Right? And yes, I think there's a lot of opportunities for us. But I think in relation to the first question, I think what we have to do as part of the diaspora is stop thinking as individuals. We need to stop thinking as individuals, and we need to start partnering up and looking to see the impact of our combined effort. I'll come to it. And in that way, I think we can then get better information coming out of Jamaica, synthesize it, and begin to respond to it in a much more constructive way rather than individual speculation. Can I ask Angela for the next question, please?
Yes.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm going to speak on behalf of myself and my husband. We're both British born, but I was very lucky, and it was a great pleasure to spend 10 years of my life in Jamaica and went to school in Jamaica. So yes, I am Jamaican through and through. On a serious note, we've been really fortunate to be successful business owners, not just in Nottingham, but far afield. Looking at my parents, which we visit Jamaica quite often, and sadly they're now all passed. They've got over 100 acres of farmland in Jamaica. What I'm going to be really totally honest with, and I'm hoping that you give me some assurance, we want to build generation wealth for our family and our generation and for our community. What we've done so far, we not just built it in this country, we've also trying to build, we've actually gone to, sadly, and I'll get the boo at the moment, we've gone as far as south of France, near Monaco, and the Middle East. Now you'll be saying, why haven't you gone to Jamaica? We have looked into Jamaica, but what we have been hesitant of, if we are doing investment, we want to see a good return. We want to see that it's generation wealth that continues. Why we have been hesitant is that we've seen family members and even to our own families where we've been stung by the lack of trust and the lack of commitment and the lack of growth. So how can you assure us if for today you're going to say for us to get on that plane and look at a good business venture, we'll have that assurance.
So I suspect the gains, I don't have to convince you about that. That's not what I need to. What you are hesitant about, as you say, is trust. And I suspect in it, you didn't really say it, but I suspect in it is preserving the land that is there. Is that the issue you have? All right, now let me say this to you. It would be a great pity if you allow the 100 acres that you have in Jamaica to just go by the wayside. It would be a great pity. There are so many scalable projects that can happen on those 100 acres. Where is it located, by the way? Do you mind telling me? In St. Catherine, right? The one thing I will say is this, which unfortunately still exists in Jamaica, is squatters' rights, which means somebody can go on your land, stay there for 12 years in the case of registered land, and claim to own the land afterwards by virtue of their being there. Now, the best way to secure generational wealth is real estate. It is absolutely the best way. I really hope you have fenced that 100 acres, and I really hope you have monitored the property to see to it that you don't have squatters on it. All right? These are key things. Survey it, fence it, monitor the land so that people don't go on the land and then claim it afterwards. But what I'm saying to you is, when you look at the macroeconomic environment in Jamaica right now. All right, I'm going to reel them off. Don't reel them off? Okay. Debt to GDP ratio 65%, down from 175%. BB plus rating, Standard and Poor's and Moody's for just about all class of investment. Bond securities, commercial paper. Right? Record low unemployment, 3.4%. Crime down 40%, all major crimes. 40%, to the extent that other Caribbean countries are asking us what we are doing to help them with crime. All right? So I'm saying, please do not allow that land to just go by the wayside. If you have 100 acres, trust me, it's not a difficulty getting to some sort of investment. I've been to Lincolnshire here, and telling them about the need for orchard development in Jamaica, Aki orchards, etc., etc. And they're interested. They're interested to partner with a Jamaican and to get orchards going. And that's just one example. If it's located in St. Catherine, it could be housing. You could do a housing scheme on the 100 acres, and NHT is looking for that size acreage for you to partner with NHT in a joint venture to build low-income housing. And you could facilitate that through the Development Bank of Jamaica in addition to the NHT. So there are excellent opportunities in Jamaica for that 100 acres. And the Agro-Invest program, which is what I'm really touching on.
Yeah, and thank you for that.
Okay, well, the trust issue.
No, sorry. Yes, sorry. Thank you for that. I think what would also be very helpful is, and I give you an example, is not that we've sort of, because we came from a family of 13 children, so that splits quite a bit, but we were very much into reinvesting and looking at the land and how we can develop that. Unfortunately, some of the projects, what we thought, we would need the backing or the support of the local government, etc. And I'm talking about the roads. After various hurricanes and how roads are sort of subsided and you've got gullies, to get up there, you would have to rebuild a road to get up there. We haven't got partnership with China to be able to build roads to get into some parts of St. Catherine. On a different note, we did have, when Canada were talking about cannabis as for medication, they were looking for farmlands, and our land were primed to be chosen for that big project. When we approached local governments for that, obviously we would need water to go up, and the answer was, we ain't got no money for that. So is that you may have a great idea, but you also need people as well to help to invest to make it work.
I'm sorry you stopped there. If the local government didn't have it, there are so many different institutions that do have it. And there's so many different institutions that are willing to get into a joint venture to help you build that road. That's what I'm saying. So the answer doesn't always rest with government. It sometimes is with a private partner who is willing to go with you in a joint venture. So that is something that can be explored. You can even look to syndication. You can syndicate with a number of different commercial banks and they spread the risk. And they go in, and yes, they will need the permission of the local authority to actually build the roads, but that is a process, and I grant you that. And it is being spearheaded. It will be taken over in large measure by the National Reconstruction and Resilience Authority going forward. And the idea is to cut out the red tape, because we have 3 years to recover. 3 years to build out all these different cities and what have you. So there's going to be a marked improvement in the process of getting those approvals.
Gosh, I tell you something, you can see the depth of information that's coming here and the depth of inquiry as well in terms of people who are really interested in projects in Jamaica. Now, High Commissioner, what's happened basically, your answers have actually generated a lot of questions. Right?
Keep it short.
You have plenty of work
1 minute.
to do. Right? You have plenty of work this afternoon to do. So what I'm going to do basically is, if we have quick questions and short answers, that we may be able to get some. We may work up an appetite for some food afterwards. Then put it that way. Right? Okay. So can I have the next question, please?
Hi. Just a very quick question. There's lots of information that you're giving us, but for me, I just want a central place where we can get that information, because where I consider us to be a hybrid culture. So how do we connect with our Jamaican brothers and sisters with those of us over here, and that we have a consistent flow of information where the only place that we go isn't just the embassy?
Jampro.
Okay.
Any business that you want considering Jamaica to do in Jamaica, Jamaica Promotions Limited, and we operate out of the same building, the Jamaican High Commission, 1 to 2 Prince Consort Road. You reach out to the High Commission, you put you on to Jampro, or you can go to Jampro directly. They will do your market survey. They will tell you what industries to invest in. They will tell you what the possibilities are for financing if you need that, and all of them.
But it's going to make us stronger. That's what's lacking.
Well, let me tell you, the Jamaican Diaspora Conference is coming up. Will be an excellent way in which to connect. And I want to tell you that there's an app that you can download on your phone called Jamaica Connect, or Connect Me JA. You can download on your phone, which will tell you about job opportunities, investment opportunities, updates as to what is happening, right on your phone. All right, so we can talk about that later.
Repeat that one,
Connect Me JA.
Connect Me JA.
Connect Me JA, and you can have the app on your phone, which will give you updates as to what is happening in Jamaica. Again, job opportunities in the public sector, investment opportunities, and so on, right on your phone.
Thank you.
Excellent. Right, next question, please.
Yes. Can I go? I'm going back to St. Catherine, yeah? Because I've been out there nearly every year. I tried to survey a piece of land that people can make house, and it gone for hundreds of miles and nobody own them land. How can you get to a private person if the government doesn't sort out people with land, leave it there? One person have a little house here, they live on their own, because nobody owns the rest of the land. And you trying to, next year I should say, we try to make house in Jamaica. Our kids don't want to go. What happened to that? They go up there, they can't get it set. So when I hear you saying we should invest, it's a tough one for us people without the government knowing how they're going to help us.
Okay. Can I say, I did say quick questions, short answers. Right? Can you hear a short answer to that one there?
I'm trying to, if I understand you correctly, you say you have a problem in St. Catherine.
Loads of land there, but It goes for miles. And when the man starts to survey, he says, this land go miles. Who own it? How can I pay to fix that? When you have a house, one place, and nobody can live amongst them. They live on their own. So if government don't try to sort out the land thing, how can you tell me? Yes. How can you tell me to buy land and it can't be sorted out? The surveyor man just gone. He's gone. He can't finish it.
All right.
And those things are annoying.
Well, the government actually has several programs going in parallel to deal with land ownership and straightening out who actually owns which parcel of land. Yeah, there used to be a situation where in St. Elizabeth, for instance, more than 50% of land in St. Elizabeth did not have a proper title. That I think has been reduced now to about 20-25% because of the different programs. So the truth is government is actually addressing it. And if you have, and I'm not sure that why the surveyor would have an issue, because even with unregistered land where there's absolutely no title, you can still survey. So I'm not quite sure what happened there.
There's a question here.
Just before we have the next question, anybody who requires a consular services into the passport and other things, we have got some people in the office who are willing to talk to you now. So if you do want to actually get your passport, it's sorted out, or immigration, whatever. If you want to go to the actual offices in the office upstairs, they're available now. So please don't wait. All right? Okay. Next question.
Question here from myself, Commissioner. Just want to say thank you for coming to Nottingham. One of the biggest concerns that the diaspora has, we have loads of concerns, but one of the biggest ones when we think of going back home is security and the crime and violence. Now, we understand that over the last maybe 2 to 3 years, that the levels are coming down, but they're not quite there yet where people can feel safe to return home and still feel that sense of comfort in their homes. Now, we are aware that the police, especially the JCF, has been doing a tremendous job in reducing the murder rate. However, that still has not given us much assurance or any comfort in terms of long-term safety. We're not talking about going to Jamaica for 2 weeks for a holiday, but long-term safety. What would you say to that?
I think the best way of doing that is, one, there needs to be a returning residents association in Jamaica that you're all in touch with, so that you can have that direct information for persons who have actually been there for years and get that experience. All right? The truth is that it's not just murders, it's all serious crimes that have come down significantly. Robbery, rape, all of that gone cut by 40%. And we can get into why that is. So the truth is, on the ground, it actually is safe. And I've been in different town hall meetings with different people who say, yes, I've returned there, I have my house there, all is well, etc. I've had those stories. But if you want that final bit of comfort, the way I would suggest it, that happen is, one, that there is a returning residents association that is there in Jamaica that the community here in Nottingham and across the UK keeps in constant contact with. Of course, that can't be a government-led thing. That must be a private thing.
Hi, I'd also just like to say thank you for coming today. And can you hear me now? Sorry. Yeah, I just wanted to say thank you for coming today, and maybe just a little bit of a change of direction in terms of the question. My background's in youth mental health, and I do a lot of research in that. And I just wondered if there was any scope for at building that relationship in Jamaica. So I travel to a lot of other places, Australia and, you know, Sicily and all those sides, but I'm really keen to, you know, not forget about the Caribbean when it comes to that. So I just wondered what was happening out there already or anything that you could share, really. Thank you.
In a word, yes, there is scope and significant scopes, especially since Hurricane Melissa and the trauma that has affected quite a number of Jamaicans. The support, indeed, and especially children, support jamaica.gov.jm. There is a slot there where you can register as a volunteer. And I know the Ministry of Health is trying to roll out a program. It's over the phone, but, you know, we start there, where they have mental health professionals trying to get in contact with persons who have been traumatized. There's a program that is about to start. So I would say to you, go to the website, www.supportjamaica.gov.jm, volunteer, say what your expertise is, put it there, and yes, they will reach out to you and get you into that program.
Good afternoon, Commissioner. Ladies and gentlemen, I might turn to the Jamaican language. Please forgive me, but I need to ask a question. As the lady here said about the family wealth, mine is more concerning Jamaican wealth. And I've got 78 acres in St. Elizabeth, and I noticed Baroque have a sign on my post saying they can test and all these testing. Me personally think the Australian company who's looking for gold, coppers, and all those things in Jamaica. And me as a Jamaican, me as Jamaica think we Jamaican can actually invest in Jamaica for Jamaica. And we don't need outside help as what the government is doing. I know you're going to tell me that we really need it, but based on 2000, the Highway 2000, the shares that sold should show the Prime Minister that we Jamaicans are really now want to invest in our country. We don't want our investment to be going to all these people and everybody, and we're not having anything to uplift our country and move forward. I know it's a little bit long, but that is my concern. And why I wasn't even tell about this, that they can mine it. I don't know.
So what are you saying? Are you saying that I have to interpret it because you're doing Jamaican?
The interpretation should be from the High Commissioner to me first, and then, I mean, everybody else will understand.
Man, everybody have to know what you say. Right? Hold on here. There's some people born here, you know, that don't speak Jamaican, you know. Right? Anyway. High Commissioner. Just 1 minute. Just 1 minute. I'm going to ask High Commissioner. You understand that, sir?
Yes. I understand. So let me.
Can I say? Are you going to answer him in Jamaican or are you going to answer him in
English? I'm going to mix it up. So, all right. Let me start by saying that I'm going to get a little philosophical here. All right? If a society grows and benefits and gets economic progress when it is an open society, where free market flourishes and people get to be free to invest and build themselves up, etc., etc. When you start from a philosophical position where you're going to close out people, etc., etc., ultimately you're going to go down. All right? So if the Jamaican government say only Jamaican can invest in Jamaica and no foreigner can invest in Jamaica, it's not going to lead to economic development ultimately. So I'm starting with that position. That is why Jamaica has a free market, by and large. All right? And we can put together on that social protection, which we can talk about, which we have in place. So having said that, of course, it's always wonderful, always great if the opportunity is taken up by the Jamaican. Jamaica, whether in Jamaica or abroad. It's always wonderful. No, I don't mind telling you, wherever I go, wherever I speak, I come to my Jamaican people first. I talk to my Jamaican people. That's what I'm doing here now. I'm telling you there is investment to be had. Right? When I'm telling you there is investment to be had, the Irish businessman, the man from Saudi Arabia and all them know too. And we would prefer the Jamaicans. But we're not going to legislate and say, no foreigner, no foreign investment, etc., etc. Only Jamaica must invest. Because you're not going to grow that way. All right? And let me say this to you. When you talk about ownership, let us cite some examples. Just as examples. The ports in the United States. You know who own the ports in the United States? Not the United States. Saudi Arabia, China own and run some of those ports. And US they get the benefit from it. Nothing wrong, quite frankly, and I'm just saying this. Nothing wrong if, say, you have a port in Jamaica and it's owned by the Chinese, if it benefits Jamaicans. Now we talk about the highway. There are opportunities for Jamaicans to invest in the highway. My wife and I, we have shares in Trans-Jamaica Highway. Can tell him. All right? So yes, the Chinese build it and the Chinese run it, but we have shares in it. So, listen, folks, we cannot be, and I'm going to say, limited in our view of how we're going to build up and benefit ourselves. We cannot be. Jamaica's gotten to where it has by virtue of the fact that we rigorously pursue a free market economy, allowing people the opportunity to build themselves up rather than government legislating how they must build themselves up. If you get what I'm saying.
Right. Oh, sorry.
I'm Dennis Mullings, and I'm one of the stalwarts of this organization coming into being. I want to thank you for your presence and the presence of your company here today. My question is short. It's about the deportees that are flooding the country. What are the government doing about it?
Well, let me say first of all, I've been the High Commissioner for 2.5 years now, and I've not had a single chartered flight of deportees since being in post. All right, not one. They have come to my office, etc., etc. You talk about one individual or two individual, three, that type of stuff. So I have not seen an uptick in deportation, certainly since being in post. Now, when you ask what the government is doing about it, first you must ask yourself, what can the government do about it? Government cannot refuse to take back a Jamaican who has fallen afoul of the law here in the United Kingdom. That would be a breach of international law. So and constitution. All right? So we have to take back our Jamaican citizens. So that is one. Two, does government help in the involuntarily returned migrants, which is a term that is being used now? The involuntary returned migrants as to how to reintegrate into society. My wife is sitting to my side, who knows about the efforts of the Jamaican government to roll out a policy on involuntarily returned migrants. So there's a policy being rolled out. I think it is almost done. The other thing is, we at the Jamaican High Commission, as representatives of the Jamaican government, we liaise with the deportees to make sure that they get what the UK government says they're supposed to get. There's a little grant that they get, a relocation grant, and to make sure that first of all, that they're Jamaicans. First thing we do, because a lot of times Home Office tell us, say, oh, we have X amount of Jamaicans. And when we check, no, that person is Nigerian. He's telling you he's Jamaican, but he's Nigerian, or what have you. Just an example. I'm not against Nigerians. So we do our checks. We make sure that they're given their pamphlet and their whatever it is to help them in the reintegration process. And we make sure that the Ministry of National Security does what they need to do when they land in Jamaica.
We have another question here. Not you?
You need the mic. You need the mic.
Right. If I understand you correctly, you're talking about nobody contacted you about exploring the land? Okay, right. Well, I have to say this, that unfortunately there can be a lot of misinformation flying around the place, and it's what people believe in. But on my part, we have got acres and acres of land in Manchester. It's a place called Victoria Town. It was named after Queen Victoria. And when the bauxite was going to start mining, they were going to start mining the bauxite. The government was going to do that, right? Having them mining bauxite. They wanted to do some on our land, right? Which is my great-great-grandparents' land. We had to show proof of ownership. We had to go through the right channels, right? And so we rejected to it. They wanted to know why, and we gave them the reasons why, and they just could not touch it. Our neighboring people who adjoined to our land, they gave them bauxite the permission to do it, and they were still after us, wanting to mine the bauxite on our side, and we kept saying no, and to this day, it hasn't happened.
And you know, thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for that. Because, you know, what you have said leads me to make this comment. Personal responsibility. It really is up to the family, and we can pass that, the owner of the land, to see to it that their asset is protected. And why do you think they're after your land? Why do you think the bauxite companies are after your land? Because it's valuable. Jamaican land is valuable. And I'm saying to people, please, don't, because somebody said that their son or their children don't want to go back to the land. It's still an asset. It's still valuable. It can be leased, it can be sold, it can be developed, even if your children don't want to go back on the land. Jamaican land is a valuable asset. And I'm going to say this too. It's even increasing right now with what is happening in the Middle East. All right? There are investors who look for peaceful zones in which to invest their money, where the gains are at a particular percentage. Jamaican land far exceeds the gain percentage, 20%. And it's a safe zone, all right? And it's a limited resource. So anybody, please, if you have land in Jamaica, take the necessary steps to protect it, invest in it, or what have you. Thank you.
Right. Go on, sorry.
Yeah, thank you. I understand and appreciate the need for foreign investment and the residual benefits for Jamaicans. My concern is when foreign investment works to the exclusion of Jamaicans, specifically when we're talking about access to beaches. So I know, for example, if I go to Barbados or other Caribbean islands, I can access the beaches, and the nationals can access the beaches and cannot be excluded from it, which isn't the case in Jamaica. And I'm just wondering what efforts are being made to ensure that Jamaicans can access their land and not be excluded by foreign corporations.
This is a question that I've answered 6 or 7 times in the past, and I went to, all right, one, the Jamaican government has not excluded access to the beach to any Jamaican. It is not accurate to say that that has taken place. As a matter of fact, you cannot sell the beach as a matter of law, Beach Control Act. The issue has been the access. There are instances in which hotels, they build up to a particular point, and they're required by law, because they know they don't own the beach, that there should be access to the beach. But the access overgrown, not looking neat, what have you. I understand that the government is about to amend the legislation to mandate how that access is maintained. And I think that announcement was made something like last week. So the Jamaican government is about to correct the defect, if you want to call it that, the defect in the law, to ensure that even though as a matter of law there needs to be access from the public road, make easements, that's right, how that easement is maintained.
I was going to ask you the same question, but I was preempted, so thank you very much, Zoe.
Going back to the land situation again. As somebody was saying earlier, that's, you know, at the back there, that there's loads of lands and tried to get ours surveyed and it couldn't. But as we know, there's lots and lots of people who have died years and years ago, and their families doesn't even know that those land exist. So that's why there's reams and reams and reams of land there that nobody's on. Can I just ask, is there assistance that will be given to family members for them to try and acquire those lands? Because that's one of the biggest things that we had during the diaspora. Because that's why those lands are vacant. I mean, I'm from Fonthill, and I know from Buckingham, and I know that there's people there who died, and they haven't got any family members, so those lands are sitting there. Does that mean like investors are going to walk in and just decide we're going to mine those lands because they haven't got nobody to give them authority to do it? And the titles as well. Is there an assistant for them to get titles?
Yes. As a matter of fact, the Jamaican government had a roving system, going parish by parish, setting up a tribunal for those lands that did not have an actual registered title. I'm not sure if it's still going on right now, but I know they did that. But the long and short of it is, though, it is a legal issue. Establishing title to land is a legal issue. And what it therefore, and it's a private legal issue. So what it really means is, in a lot of cases, what it really means is you're going to need to engage an attorney to sort out the issue of your title. All right? And just to say, the longer you take, the longer the more deaths that occur within the wider family, and different estates need to be administered, the harder it is going to get. So it is always good when a family member work out those estates as quickly as possible after the deaths take place.
Only we Jamaicans can do it, you know. Talk and get served food at the same time. Right? I think there's one more question.
Yeah, I need some clarity on a situation that exists in Jamaica at the moment. A lot of us have returned to Jamaica. We build our houses, we build our property, with the expectation that our children will actually take those properties over at some stage. The problem we have is that those children are not interested. And a lot of the properties that we actually build, returnees actually have been deserted. Many of the returnees have actually came back because they can't afford the medical expenses. So those lands are actually deserted. What is going to happen to those lands if the children have no interest in going back to Jamaica to occupy the land? Are they going to be taken away? Are they going? How do you preserve them? Can you answer me that question, please?
If you own land in Jamaica and your children don't want the land, it is still your land, which means you can sell it, you can lease it, or you will it to whoever it is you wish to will it to. Regarding the other aspect of your question, I think you're asking about how you can protect it from being taken away. Well, what is going to happen to those properties that your children not interested in, and you don't sell it and you don't lease it and essentially ignore it, i.e. desert? A squatter is going to go on it and take it away from you if you don't take steps to secure it. That's what's going to happen. That is not for the Jamaican government. That is for you to secure your asset. All right? The other thing is, I think you spoke about medical bills. No. Well, yes.
Can we just...
I can say, what I would say is this. Our facility, or medical, what's the word now? Access to medical care cannot rival the NHS. We're just not there yet. Jamaica cannot do what the NHS does. And that's the simple fact. We're just not there yet. A lot of strides being made, improving the hospitals and so on. They have abolished the fees to go to a public health institution, and the clinics are being renovated and all of that. But I do accept that the standard is just not NHS, and that's a fact.
Right. We're going to end this session now. All right. Can I ask Fiona and Destiny McGowan to stand up, please? There they are. The reason why I'm asking these two young people to stand up is because of the outstanding efforts that they've actually made for fundraising. Was it for the Windrush? Was it for the hurricane? So, again, we're doing the same thing again. I'm talking and they're serving me. Right. Thank you. So, can I ask the audience today to show their appreciation? Can I ask you, how much money did you raise? 562. And what I'm particularly proud of is these two young individuals have actually used their initiative. They want to recognize you. No, not to the front, but come in the middle so everybody can see you. So we know this. Okay. Thank you. And can I say from the ACNA committee, thank you very much. We appreciate your effort. We appreciate your contribution to the community and to the effort of actually raising money for the Melissa Fund. Thank you again, and thank you.
Can I get this table and this table to make their way for their lunch, please? And then we're going to do there, and we're just going to go that side. So, and this table, please.
Delve into how much
Come with me. All right.
Staff is up there.
Come with me. Yes, sir.
Sorry. Thank you. No, I'm fine. I'm with them. Okay. But I just don't know where they went. I'm so missing back. Wasn't there?
So we are live at the ACNA Centre, Saturday afternoon, 28th of March. We've just finished the address with the High Commissioner for Jamaica, and they're just settling down now for some lunch. Thank you. And we're just doing a little tour of the... Later, we're live. Here's Councillor Leslie Yola. How are you doing, sir?
Not bad. I'm good.
Did you enjoy the session so far?
It's been good, enlightening, a lot of Q&A, which is good, and it's getting people to really ask questions about their challenges, about property back home, etc. But I think some of these conversations need to be had, and there's a lot of investment coming out of Jamaica, and obviously people from the diaspora can get involved and be a part of it.
Fantastic, and more importantly, can you just take us through what's on your plate?
Well, we've got some, as they call it, hard food, but I'd go with a fish today, and with ackee saltfish as well, and obviously a bit of a salad. The best thing for you.
That's brilliant. We've got Claire here. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
And Gloria?
Yes, I'm fine. Thank you. Yes.
How are you doing, Gloria?
I'm very well. Thank you. Very well.
Thank you.
Have you enjoyed the session so far?
Yes, I have. Yes. Really interesting. And just...
And I understand you was recently in Jamaica, yeah?
Yeah, I only came back a week ago. Yes. It was beautiful. I had a fantastic time.
And you spent a good while there as well?
3 months and 2 weeks.
Wow.
And, despite of Melissa, it's been beautiful. A lot of things are short, but it's been good.
Yeah.
Jamaica is just resilient, A lot of things is going on, but they are strong people, and they'll overcome it. I know they will.
Thank you very much. You go and join the queue for some lunch and leave some for me, Gloria. We got Audra here. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you very much.
You're live on YouTube.
I'm sorry?
You're live on YouTube.
Oh, I'm live on YouTube. Hi, I'm Councillor Audra Winter of Bestwood.
Okay, so the pleasantries are out the way. More importantly, what is on your plate?
I'm actually quite excited about Jamaica. I mean, although we've had the disastrous Hurricane Melissa, listening to the Jamaica High Commission has actually boosted my confidence in things happening out there. I guess my main concern is to make sure not just foreign investment, but local people actually are also able to benefit. And I'm looking forward to going to the conference, the Diaspora Conference in June.
So that was the official response, but my question to you was, what's on your plate?
Oh, what's on my plate? Oh, sorry, I've got cow foot and dumpling, and I'm hungry, man, so I'm going to go eat it now. Sorry.
Carry on. And here's Mark Dunwell, chair of the working group currently working with ACNA. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing very well. I'm just about to eat my dinner, so you caught me at an opportune time.
I'll make it brief then, because I don't want to deprive you from your good food. Have you enjoyed the session so far?
It's been very good. It's actually going really well. People look like they're enjoying themselves, and more importantly, we're sort of on schedule, which is a miracle in itself.
You go off and enjoy your food. I'm trying to find Zuri if you've seen her anywhere.
I'll call her. She's eating it.
Okay, we've got Ingrid here. How you doing, Ingrid? You are live on YouTube. How have you enjoyed the session so far?
The session was very informative, especially the question parts of it. But I think that the only thing what was lacking was the fact that the actual mics weren't working correctly, so people at the back couldn't hear very well. But I think the information which was given out was very good. Yeah.
Well, hopefully what you'll be able to do is watch back this stream, because you'll be able to hear all the questions very clearly, so that's good.
That's good, that's very interesting. I mean, I am not Jamaican, but I always come to Jamaican events and things, because what happens in Jamaica sometimes happens also in other Caribbean islands. So I always come and listen to hear what's happening, and then if I have any questions, I can relate that back to my country.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, Ingrid. You go off and enjoy your lunch, and I'm just going to do a little bit more of a tour of the ACNA Centre. Since you're in. We've got Zuri here. She's our roaming reporter, but by lots of things, she's got more priorities on her plate. Literally.
Woman of eat. You see, once I'm eating, I'm going to be very to go.
Okay. So I'm not going to deprive her of a plate of food. I'm going to carry on doing the tour and seeing who else is around. We've got some very esteemed guests here. We have a real dignitary, a real VIP here. You're live on YouTube. And we have, I'm going to call you Dame Louise Garvey, or Baroness, or Queen. Which one do you prefer?
Any? I'm good with whatever.
Do you want to just hold this for a second?
Yeah.
So, Louise, I've known you a long time.
We certainly have.
From the ACNA days.
That's right.
Do you want to just tell YouTube, on the broadcast, just a little bit about your background and why you're here today?
Yeah. Well, I'm Louise Garvey, and two things that I'm always proud of. I'm 85 years old. I'm still able to come out, and I'm called a Garvey, which that name I carry proudly. But today is exceptionally good, and I feel really proud to be here, to see us as people together, and all the discussions, and not just discussions, meaningful discussions, and sharing about things what's meaningful and is good for us. And the other thing I like, it's a mixed age. I've seen some young people, and I'm passionate about young people, because we have to share our culture. Of course you're young, of course. And of course, as you and I know, we've known one another a long time, and I'm very proud of you and your journey and all you're doing and you're sharing. It's a good session. I love what's happening. There's a lot of love in this room.
Tell us about your statue. There's a statue that was modeled on you, is that correct?
Well, yes, right. So the statue is the one that was spoke about earlier on, and I am proud to say I am the body representative for the statue, for my enslaved ancestors. I feel really, really proud about that. And the statue, of course, the word statue, So that is just a statue, but it's what the statue is doing and what it represents. It's all about sharing, it's about legacy, it's about all the years and the journey and the ongoing journey, the ongoing education, and the love. For me, it's all about love.
Thank you so much. That was the Queen, Princess Louise Garvey. We're going to carry on moving in. How are you doing? Are you okay? Have you enjoyed today?
Very much. Very interesting. Thank you.
Was you talking earlier? You wasn't talking earlier, was you?
The other member of the statue.
Right. Do you just want to introduce yourself to the YouTube? Because there's quite a few people watching. No pressure.
None at all, I'm sure. Well, I'm used to introducing myself now because thanks to lovely Louise, we managed to form a kind of dancing partnership. Oh, wow. And apparently that's what the sculptor wanted, to make sure that people understood the situation and that we looked deeply into our own histories. And the end of it was the statue, which you've probably been to see, I hope.
Yes, yeah, it's great. It's great. I didn't realise you used Louise as the model.
Yes, well, I think we bonded and we loved being in each other's company, and it seemed a very important message to send. I felt I could represent what had happened in, for example, the lace market in Nottingham. I even worked in one of the buildings there, which I didn't know would end up being what we had to say to people. The mill workers, there was a sort of enslavement there. Their children were forced into labour. But above all, I learnt about Louise's history, and we had a great time putting that out for the whole of the world, not just Nottingham, London. I'm speaking to some of my old university friends to get them to come and see it. Yeah. That's probably enough.
That was a great intro. No, very comprehensive. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your lunch. Jeremy, my name is.
Thank you. Yeah. Jeremy, where's this going out to?
It's live on YouTube. Yes, you're absolutely live. So it's already gone out. But I can send you the script. Of course, you can go back and watch it.
What do I find?
I'll send you the link and you can go and watch it later.
How do you know? Oh, you know
on your, no. Yeah.
You got my name.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Thank you so much. Right, here's our roaming professional interviewer. Zuri, how you doing?
I'm so good. I'm a belly full now, so I'm happy. I'm happy.
Okay, let's go for a little tour. Find we can pick up.
Well, I'm going to pull in this woman here.
Okay.
This is Councillor Diana Mackenzie.
Hello.
Sweet sister.
Yes, ma'am.
How have you found the day so far?
It has been really, really good. Events like these normally pull out the older Jamaicans, and that is what I find very interesting about this. But not only that, now we have some of the younger people coming through, and so it is a real good mix just to see the mixture.
Yeah.
The venue is restricted, it's limited, and people came by invitation, but we had no seats. And that says a lot. Not only that, but to have the High Commissioner giving us the information that we need is important. I only wish, and my only feedback would be that they do it a bit more often.
Yeah.
So that would be one of the feedback, but so far so good. And the event, I mean, the place was just set to reflect our culture. And it was nice to walk in a place where we see the Jamaican colors.
Yeah.
I think the only telling off I got was that we didn't sing the Jamaican anthem. We did not, so we apologize to the Rock.
You want to sing it live for us now?
Eternal Father, bless our land. Guide us with thy mighty hand. You want the rest of it?
Carry on.
No, me not get the rest of it. And me know so the people are going to say it's because I don't remember, but it's not true. It's because I'm busy getting everybody sorted. But it was really, really lovely. And thank you guys so much. And we are looking for this is what, for me, I would want the diaspora to take away from this. We need people to be actively involved in the diaspora. And whatever your specialities are, whatever your interests are, we need to come together in the diaspora, and we really need to be more active. So my challenge and my call out to fellow Jamaicans is please, 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 wherever you are in your locations, find where Jamaicans are meeting, and please do that on a regular basis.
Brilliant. I'm going to leave you to get on. I know you're very busy.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you for all your contributions, because I know that you are an active Jamaican in the diaspora.
Jerry, can I just say this?
Yes.
Sorry to interrupt.
Yes.
You can leave it go off and remember the rest of the lyrics of the Jamaica.
Eternal Father, bless our land, guide us with thy mighty hand. Keep us free from evil power. Be our guide through countless hours. To our leaders, great defenders, grant true wisdom from above. Justice, truth be ours forever. Jamaica land we love.
Yes.
Listen, yeah.
Put you to shame, Jeremy. Put you to shame.
Put you to shame, yes? Oh, no, we'll come down to...
Yes, you go ahead, sister.
Yuri?
I'll take you.
Yes.
Just something to say.
Yeah, I was listening to the discussion about 3 or 4 months ago.
My father, can I just ask you to say your name first of all for the people, because we're doing the live link now.
Yeah. My name is Dennis Mullings.
Thank you.
I've been at Radio Nottingham for 32 years with Christine Bell, and but I was listening to a conversation that he had the other day with Mr. Dunwell here, June, and Mrs. Hunter.
And Ralph Richards.
And, yeah.
Yes.
And I thought it was very good. But one of the things that struck me was the fact that they gave us a lot of information about the centres and their experiences in Nottingham. But it didn't give the public a chance. It was like a inside only.
Yeah.
But if you are open to the community, we could make an input into the program as it goes along.
I'm really glad you said that, because, Mr. Dunwell, sorry to disturb you. You're a stalwart of this community and of the ACNA Centre. You've been here since more or less its inception, and I know that you're aware of the changes or the...
Actually, before its inception, this was in 1970 when the centre, I was involved from 1970. So 7 years before the centre, I've been with it.
Now, the High Commissioner spoke and Mr. Delwell Brown spoke about the significance of the centre to the Nottingham community, the Nottingham African and Caribbean community. The centre served the needs of the generation at the time. We're now in a new generation, and we're seeing the younger generation now looking to connect with the ACNA Centre. So what are your thoughts about that, and what needs to happen, do you think, for there to be this smooth transition?
There needs to be a smooth transition, and I think the important thing is organisations are very important to communities. If you actually look at what we've achieved over the years, if you actually look at some money that came through various government programs, had this organisation not been recognised as serving the community, a lot of that money would have gone. We wouldn't have got it. I mean, we actually get money now from the National Lottery. If we weren't getting it, we wouldn't have got it. You know, you take programs like City Challenge and what we actually did, getting money to run City Challenge and things like that. So it's very important that the organisation, a credible organisation, exists.
Yeah.
And young people need to take themselves and get themselves involved to run the centre because it's their future, their children's future. And I think that's where we're coming from. And I think one of the things that we slipped up on in the past is that because of our involvement, young people were not involved to a great extent. I mean, I think that's one of the biggest mistakes we made, not getting young people involved to participate into what the organisation doing to run the organisation. But if you actually look at the situation now, we definitely need some new young people to come in and actually take the organisation forward. You know, without that, we're not serving the community at all.
Well, I'm going to go and speak to some of the younger people who are
do that.
involved in the working group to make sure that the legacy of ACNA continues for another 50 years and beyond. But to both of you, thank you so much for your efforts.
We had a 99 peppercorn lease for this centre. You know, and the way of life then and now is completely different. We were more caring in the older days for our elderlies. That doesn't happen anymore.
Well, I suppose now what we need to do is kind of inculcate that culture into our younger people so that the legacy that you've all established doesn't go to waste. So I'm going to be speaking to some of the younger people and just finding out from them how they're going to continue on in your footsteps. Thanks so much.
Wonderful. That would be wonderful.
Oh, thank you so much.
We need change. We need young people to move and take ACNA forward in time. You know, we've done our bit. It's their turn now.
There's time for you to put up your foot in Jamaica now. Isn't it? Go and put up your foot and get some sunshine into your body. That's right.
3 months.
I know, I saw him. All right, thanks so much.
Quick question, Dennis. Can you remember my dad, Prince Eric, who was with you? On the Radio Nottingham. He was with you and Christine many years ago. My dad, Prince Eric.
Oh, Eric Prince.
Eric Prince, yeah. He was my dad. He's my dad, yes.
Yeah, I know Jeremy.
Yeah, Jeremy, that's right, yeah.
Because you looked dapper the other day in your suit.
Oh, right, okay.
I sent you a message.
Yeah.
This morning. Do you remember?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Wow.
because we used to do a lot of quizzes.
Absolutely, that's right.
By the way, I know he went back to Dominica.
Yeah, he passed away sadly in 2019. My dad does, yeah. Yeah, so he's no longer with us, but I always remember you on BBC Radio Nottingham.
Yeah, we were very good friends.
He was. He was. Good to see you, Dennis.
Nice to see you, Jeremy.
Yeah, take care. Thank you, Lloyd. Sorry. Viv in the corner there. Viv, let's get Viv Oliver in the corner. Man, right in the corner.
All right.
Huh? No.
All right.
You want a napkin for a second? For this napkin? Yeah. Don't worry about that.
He's just eating his dinner.
Just grab it for a minute.
Grab me for a minute.
What are you eating anyway to start with?
Oh, what? Acne? Saltfish, dumpling, banana, plantain, the full works.
I'm so glad
Look at that.
Please distract him.
You're not filming it, are you?
It's live.
You're joking.
No, I'm not joking. How have you found the day so far?
Very informative.
Yeah.
And it's great catching up with some old friends as well. People I've not seen for years. Just wonderful. Yeah. Very informative. Yeah.
So just explain who you are, what you do.
My name is Viv Oliver.
Yeah.
I'm semi-retired.
Yeah.
I'm a software engineer.
Okay.
But I also get involved with community initiatives such as the Rose Thompson Foundation.
Yeah.
The cancer charity is my main, focus at this moment in time. Yeah.
And has anything that the Commissioner said today, or anyone else for that matter, inspired you in any way?
Well, it's encouraging to hear, about the investment opportunities.
Yeah.
The fact that the economy is growing, there's a lot of interest coming from all over the world, and there's opportunities for us if we choose to want to return.
Yeah.
There are definitely good opportunities there now, and it's good to hear about the crime rate as well. I find that very interesting because one of the things I really used to be frightened of was the crime rate in Jamaica.
Yeah.
To hear that is down 40% across, that is extremely good news.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is.
So you would be inspired or consider Jamaica as a investment opportunity or even a place that you could frequent on a more regular basis?
Now that we hear that the economy is growing, crime's down, definitely more attractive. Also, there's these enterprise zones as well, which is an interesting one. The fact that you can actually go out and start your business and get support.
Yeah.
That is good. That is good. I'm really encouraged.
And how important are these types of events, do you think, for the Jamaican diaspora?
You know something? I think they're very important.
Yeah.
Because without coming here today, I wouldn't know about what's going on right now. The fact that the country being rebuilt after Hurricane Melissa and things like that, the work that's been done, the opportunity, it's just wonderful. So these events, I think are essential. Very, very useful.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I don't want your food to get cold.
Thank you.
He doesn't care, but I care, so I'm going to leave you so you can eat your dinner.
Thank you.
All
That's
right.
okay to
And Councillor Masika.
Okay.
Hi, Councillor Masika. So just introduce yourself,
Hello.
say your name,
Hello,
what you do.
Hello, my name is Ankunda Joel Matsiko. I'm a counsellor and also an immigration advisor.
What brought you here today?
What brought me here was, the kind of invitation opportunity to meet the High Commissioner.
Yeah.
And also to just be part of the community, see what's happening, what issues are coming up in diaspora communities.
Because you're not of Jamaican heritage.
No, Ugandan.
Ugandan. So how significant is Jamaican heritage, Jamaican culture, the Jamaican diaspora to you?
It's very significant. We have many Jamaicans in Uganda, and I find that here we have the same issues.
Yeah.
Shared issues, so it's nice to try and learn from each other what's happening. So it's this thing saying, okay, could I maybe be helpful? It's quite interesting as well, the investments that can be made in Jamaica.
Yeah.
And the opportunities there that Uganda has not necessarily done as well. So it's just very interesting to see that and also be part of that, and also have many clients from Jamaica. And I've always wanted to do a pilgrimage to St. Catherine, St. Thomas, St. Mary, and just really explore. And so it's part of Nottingham community that we are all one. And as Delroy Brown says, we are just from one coming together.
Now, we've got the event here at the ACNA Centre. How significant are centres like this, in your opinion, to Nottingham and the Caribbean and African communities?
Top priority, and we want to have the community own these centres. Just like Marcus Garvey, the work that was done with the petition. Some people said, oh, why were you black councillors? We were there. We helped push that, and that was really great, the response from the community to back it. And behind closed doors, we were arguing about the length of leases, the tenancies and so on. But actually, now's the opportunity, like in Marcus Garvey and also here in ACNA, opportunity for communities to really look at bidding and taking over the centre, finding that funding. They've done it before, many years ago.
Yeah.
So, and we are very much supportive of that. That is a
Brilliant.
top priority.
Councillor Masika, thank you for coming. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
All right.
Will you take us next?
Well, you know something? We've got some young people here, and we're being told about their story, and I think it'll be interesting to hear directly from them. So let's see if we can get these victims. Hello. Don't be shy. So, we're doing a live recording. First of all, just say your names for me.
Fiona. Destiny.
Now, I've come to you for two reasons. One, because we were told earlier about your fundraising efforts following Hurricane Melissa. So do you want to tell the audience how much you raised?
We raised a total of £562.25p.
I'm going to give you a clap here because that is amazing.
So 5p.
That sounds like you, Jeremy, yeah. So, what inspired you to do this fundraising drive following Hurricane Melissa?
I think obviously there was a lot of social media interest around it, and with our Jamaican background, we just wanted to do something to contribute, and I think that we'd heard about a lot of other people in the community that wanted to do something. We're creatives, and so it just made sense to gather some creatives together, and we put together a fundraising concert.
I mean, that's amazing. I mean, what was the inspiration for you?
It was definitely the same thing. It was just like knowing that like we've all got gifts that we can be put into use for good causes, like at any point. So that was kind of like the thing for us. It was like coming together as a community, definitely bridging the gap between generations as well. We had like all age groups there, and just using our gift for good.
I am so impressed. And so you're now at the ACNA Centre. So is this a centre that you were familiar with prior to today?
Yeah.
Okay. Because one of the concerns is that the centre doesn't connect with younger people. What do you have to say about that?
I think we're fortunate in that our auntie does a lot of work here at the ACNA Centre, so we already had a direct connection. I can't speak on behalf of other people. Obviously, one of the reasons why we decided to have it at this location was to bring awareness. I do think that maybe it would take a lot more events that are catered to young people to draw them in more. But I am aware that that is something that's in discussion and something that the ACNA Centre wants to provide. So it's just about creating awareness, I guess, and maybe it would take for ACNA Centre to reach out to the community more, be more visible in the community, and therefore draw more attraction. But certainly there's a willingness for young people to get involved in like cultural events and events that bring the community together generationally. So I think it's just a matter of bridging the gap, whether it be the provision of events, or maybe it might take for elders of the ACNA Centre to be reaching out into spaces where they know that young people are. Because how else are they going to know?
You're absolutely right. I mean, what type of events would attract you to come to the ACNA Centre?
I definitely think creative events, that's the sort of events that we go to around the community. And I noticed that on the night of our fundraiser, like a lot of the creatives were saying that they didn't even know this place existed. So I think it's definitely the exposure side of things, but also just knowing like this facility is available for also public to like host creative events, or like, because there's so many things that other people have already established, but it's just like, okay, well, why not use this venue? So
Well, certainly I'm going to finish off now, but thank you both so much, and we're listening. I
think just to add to that, social media. All young people are on social media, so that is a great platform, a great place to start.
We're there. Thank you both so much.
Sort out your passport or any other query that you may have, right? Take the opportunity to go and do it now, because we don't. We have to travel all the way to London to get the services sorted out. Right? So if you need to, please do that. Okay.
So you've heard it from the young people. They want to come here. They want to make use of the centre, and they need to make use of the centre. What they've said is that they want my generation, the older generation, to reach out to them. There needs to be a purpose and a reason for them to come here, and we need to look at the platforms that we use to connect with them. So that's something that the ACNA working group are working on, to make sure that after this 50 years, there's another 50 years, and after the next 50 years, there's another 50 years after that. Jeremy, let's find another victim. Yes. So, for those who aren't familiar with the ACNA Centre, You're going to see how the layout of it. And we kind of pretty it up for the occasion, you know, we don't want to embarrass myself, we pretty up the place. So actually, this is the ideal person to speak to. So, Brother Elias, I'm sorry to interrupt you while you're eating your chicken. Sorry to interrupt your chicken, brother. Because I know you're a big man and you want to eat your chicken. But we're live at the moment. I know that you've done like an internship here. Why and how did you find it?
Did I find what, the job?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, at the time I was looking, so I was doing Uber Eats delivery driving, and I was looking for something a little bit more stable to go alongside it.
Yeah.
My granddad, he got an award for helping in the community, which then me and my family members then came down. And within that time, then I saw on the sign, literally just behind you there, that there was a job going, which then I inquired about it. I ended up having a really nice conversation with Delroy Brown. And then, I just went through the process, and that was it.
So I know that you created a number of projects, had a number of ideas. So how did you find that process, and what were you able to bring to fruition?
Unfortunately, nothing was ever realistically brought to fruition in the way how I envisioned it. More on the basis of that requires a lot of money and a lot more time than we was given for the project, unfortunately. However, for the time period that I was here, I believe that we definitely elevated the Wednesday group. We implemented a Monday group where then people could come, we could play some games, dominoes, had a keep fit session, and then a book club, which people then enjoyed. And I feel like throughout the year and a half that I was here, I personally feel like I took it from a place that was very, not dull, but in my opinion, it was sort of boring. It was like the same thing repeating itself every single week, to something that was fun and a little bit more energetic and had a lot more life into it.
So tell me what you've learned from your time and experience being here.
So before coming to ACNA Centre, I was very detached from my Jamaican heritage. And by coming here, I learned a lot. By being with the ladies, it's because majority of the people here.
So man.
I'm going to say no comment on that one. My girlfriend will be upset with me. But no, there's mainly ladies that then come and will attend the group. And from being here, I feel like all of them are like, I've got like 25 different grandmothers now. You know, it's been amazing hearing them, listening to them, their stories, especially with the book club. So one of the ladies, she wrote a book, and we read through that book, and just hearing their stories of like them being back home in Jamaica, some people coming from country, some people living in the city, and the differences of that like really opened up my eyes to Jamaica and the wonders that are there. And then also the stories of them leaving Jamaica and coming to England, and then what they had to go through. Like, I learned a lot about our history, my history, and then just being able to bond with everyone. Like, it's been it was an amazing experience.
Fantastic. Well, thank you for all that you've done. I'm going to allow you now to eat your chicken because I don't want it to get cold. And you're a strong man, you need your protein. So thank you. All right. I'm with Cameron now. Jez is gone. I don't know where I'm gone. Cameron's going like this. So Jez has gone to eat. So I'm just gonna show you around. So as you can see, it's been decorated in preparation for this visit. If we look at this board here, you'll see a bit of the history of ACNA. Significantly, you'll see not only where ACNA has been, but where it's going. So I'm going to be speaking to members of the working group, and they will be telling you about this strap line, building together across generations, what it means. So there's a working group that has been created to ensure that the centre progresses from where it is now to where it needs to be, and that it attracts young blood, young energy, and, you know, those things that are going to ensure its survival for the next 50 years. So, there are various events that are taking place currently. So, you know, you want to make sure that you try and engage with the centre. I'm now going to go and speak to some of the patrons, ask them about their thoughts of today's event.
Okay, all right.
Brother Mark, are you busy?
1 minute, yes.
Right, so this is Mark Dunwell, who is the head of the working group.
Head of the working group?
You are the head of the working group.
Sure?
You're the chair of the working group. Yeah, I'm very sure about that.
Okay.
He's the one that drives the whip. Colloquially speaking.
That's right.
So, what are your thoughts on the day?
Oh, it's been fantastic so far, but there's still plenty to go. Obviously, we've got the public event this evening. That's the most interesting part, I think. Commissioner will be there. He's good on his feet. He's good on the mic. I like it. So, if you're watching live and you're in Nottingham and you want to come to the public event to experience yourself, get down here, 5 o'clock, and then we'll be able to tell you more about the work of the working group and why we came together and what it is we're trying to do.
And before you go, come in, also you're busy. I mean, there is a real, I suppose you're almost like a fulcrum between the past, the present and the future, because I spoke to your father earlier, Lloyd Dunwell, who is a seminal figure, historical figure. And it's almost like you're taking on the baton. So where do you see things progressing for ACNA?
Well, we're using the phrase in the next 50 years, so it's 50 years in 2028. So, I mean, 50 years from now, if I'm still here, I've done something amazing.
You're still young.
But 50 years from now, we should be holding another 100-year celebration. That's the way I'm looking at it. So everybody who's around, you can do your little part, whether it's 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, but the baton has to be passed because no one lives 100 years. And that's the way I view it. So I'm just trying to do a little piece, that's it. Yeah?
We're behind your brother. I'm going to leave you till later, so go and go do your thing. All right. Hello, how are you? How are you? Right, so I've got to grab the Windrush Commissioner. So I've got Reverend Clive Foster here, and I'm going to grab him before he leaves. So Nottingham, we have not only the High Commissioner with us, we have the Windrush Commissioner.
Here he is.
Reverend Clive Foster.
Always a pleasure.
It's the day of commissioners today.
We're commissioner out, aren't we? Yes.
How have you found the day so far?
I think it's been very informative. Great to see a great turnout, and great to see the Jamaican High Commissioner share the exciting vision that Jamaica has, and how the diaspora can be a part of that. And I think that's important that people get to hear that directly from the Jamaican High Commissioner.
I mean, he said a lot that was new to me as a Jamaican. Was there anything that he said that was new to you that really surprised you?
Not new, but what was exciting is the emphasis he played on Jamaica being a free market economy. And the ability for people to recognize that Jamaica is got a program to rebuild itself, build back better after the terrible disaster of Melissa in the next 3 years. So that's going to mean a lot of work, a lot of investment, and it's a free market economy to get that moving. And he did emphasize as well that crime is down. A lot of work has been done around that. So I think that was raised in the room, concerns about security. So it was important to hear that from the Jamaican High Commissioner. And I have to say, it is something. We've been very fortunate in Nottingham recently. We've had lots of commissioners, because we had the British High Commissioner was able to host a few weeks ago. Now we've got the Jamaican High Commissioner. So it was important that there's a lot of resonance around that, which I think is good for people to hear it in the city.
And what role do you think that this centre plays in connecting diasporan Jamaicans with the land of Jamaica and its people?
I think that's a really good question. I mean, Delroy Brown started off by talking about the history of ACNA and, helping with Saturday schools and going out and helping people get jobs, striking, and talking about the next intergenerational impact now of how generations now can connect back to Jamaica and how to do it. And there were questions in the room about, how can we work with other organizations that got similar interests, like around mental health and, doing other investments. So I think we've got to help our own community to understand that going back to the Caribbean is an option, and it is an option for investment. But I think today was also about saying, why don't we look at building bridges back with the Caribbean at any generational level? And I think it's important that Jamaica is seen as an option for that. And I think for the younger generation, see Jamaica as part of that, as it were, that free market economy.
As Windrush Commissioner, do you have a message for the people watching right now?
Yes, I would love to say that if you know anybody who is having any problems with their legal right to be in the country, proving their status, do contact my office, which is the windrushcommissioner.uk, and we'd love to hear from you, because there is a status scheme, and potentially you could get your status sorted out through that scheme, get your documents confirmed, and also if you've suffered any kind of harm, trying to prove your lawful right to be in the country, find out about potentially the compensation scheme. It is still open. And the important thing, the message I want to give is that talk, ask, and contact my office, and we will give you more information.
So that's the Office of the Windrush Commissioner.
Office of the Windrush Commissioner, you can find it online, and we're there to help you and support you in that process. Got to say that I am finding that the impact of the Windrush scandal is intergenerational, so that there are younger people who have been affected, and it's important that we make sure that everyone who's entitled to their status, both in the UK and overseas, that they get that through the scheme, and that the compensation is working for the people who are entitled to it, because people need to get this compensation in their lifetime. And so my office is there to help ensure that.
Brilliant. Reverend Clive Foster, Windrush Commissioner, thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Zuri.
And I can say that there is a consular service here today. So if you want to get your passport sorted, get information about your status, renew your passport, acquire a passport, do come down to the ACNA Centre today, because the Jamaican Consular Service is here and they're running a clinic. So do take advantage of that. There's a young woman here that I want to grab, which is Councillor Melita Bryan. Melita, can I borrow you, my darling?
I was just waiting to squeeze myself to the toilet.
Right, I'm not going to take too long. We're live.
Yeah.
Right. So this is Councillor Melita Bryan, former Sheriff of Nottingham. There's this insignia that you're wearing. Please explain.
Thank you. Well, I was put forward for an MBE by somebody, I don't know who, and it was such a surprise that it was accepted. So I got this for community work, for the Black Achievers Award and community work, and I was awarded in January of this year.
Congratulations. And for those who don't know about the Black Achievers Award, every year Councillor Melita Bryan hosts and runs the Black Achievers Award, where she celebrates achievements within the Nottingham Black community. But you're being very humble, if I may say so, because I know that there is a significant title and a significant accolade coming your way very soon. So please explain.
Oh, another one. Within a couple of weeks, on the 9th of April, I'll be installed as the High Sheriff of Nottinghamshire.
I need to bow. I think I need to bow.
As the High Sheriff of Nottingham, and this is one of the oldest established office within the monarchy. So it will be looking after the judiciaries for the Crown, which I'm quite looking forward to.
I mean, for people that don't know, Councillor Bryan is going to be a representative of the King. So the High Sheriff is the King's representative, the King's appointee. So there is an executive function there, there's a judicial function. So me have to go behave myself around you, Merlita. Me can't mess about anymore. I have to mind my P's and Q's. I mean, how wonderful. How do you feel about that?
I feel so honoured, you know, because I've lived in Nottingham since I was 11, came straight from Jamaica to Nottingham, and I've never lived anywhere else. And I think to be able to represent the city of Nottingham in the capacity as Sheriff of Nottingham, Lord Mayor of Nottingham, a city councillor, and now to be representing the King's office, you know, which is just phenomenal for me. And for me, it's just not just for me, it's for the people of Nottingham. You know, it's for the people of Nottingham. So I'm really, really proud. And I always say, it's ironic. That's where I was born in Jamaica. I was born in Buckingham, St. Thomas. Yeah. And now to be coming and representing the King who lives at Buckingham Palace. You couldn't
you couldn't make it up, could you?
Make it up if you wanted to. You could not make it up. But I'm so pleased, and I'm really pleased for Nottingham, you know, for it shows that the young people that, you know, they can go places and they can do things within our community. Just keep your name clean. I always put at the end of everything I do. Keep your name clean, and you never know where you're going to end up.
So Jamaicans are representing. We have the Windrush Commissioner. Yes. The High Sheriff of Nottingham. Yeah. Okay, so we're at the ACNA Centre. Yeah. How important is the ACNA Centre, in your opinion, to the community and for the community?
I think the ACNA Centre is very, very important for the community of Nottingham. It was started for the...
I met you last year at Goldsmiths at the...
Oh dear.
We'll move back. We'll move back a bit.
Yes. You told me that I need to reintroduce myself.
Yeah, the ACNA Centre, I think, is really important to the community because it was started for people of the Windrush generation who did not have anywhere to go. And sadly, a lot of them have passed away now. But we want to let the younger generation know the history of the ACNA Centre and come and support it. You know, it needs lots of support. And today's with the High Commissioner coming to Nottingham really means a lot. Yeah. And it needs, you know, this program needs to show that young people need to follow in the parents' footsteps. Yeah. And really, because the next generation, each generation have to support each generation coming. Yeah. So this ACNA Centre, it needs to be here. We need somewhere to represent ourselves, you know. So yes, please support it.
Councillor Melita Bryan, thank you so much. Our curtsy, I don't know if that's the correct formality, but as we say in Jamaica, big vulture.
Yes, it's a pleasure, it's a real pleasure.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay.
All right, so we are...
We're not gonna... Oh, you're going with them?
Yes, I'm going where I'm being led.
Follow the High Commissioner out.
Yes.
Are you driving?
Yeah. I'm not going now, though. Huh? I'm not going now.
Okay. When you going to Andrews?
Thank you very much.
Right, so the High Commissioner is about to embark on a series of visits. So they're going to be going to see a number of business enterprises, and then they're going to he's going to Kemet FM radio, where he's going to be interviewed. I think that interview is going to be around 4 p.m. 3:30, 4 p.m. So do tune in. I mean, what he said here was very, very inspirational. So I believe he's going to Alfreton Road, to Clive's on Alfreton Road, and the Bowl. and then he's going to a business, as I understand it, a Bell Tent Village Park. So I'm going to speak to the owner of the Bell Tent at some point, but she owns a Bell Tent Village where you can go glamping. So it just shows the diversity of business within the Jamaican community, or certainly within the black community. So, yeah, so just keep tuned. And, so...
Do you want to talk as well? Why are you walking out to the car?
Yes.
You can speak to
Hi. Thank you so much. So I am very blessed to be with the wife of the Jamaican High Commissioner. I pulled her in, but she was so gracious.
Thank you so much. It is wonderful being here, and I hope I get to come back.
Well, we
spend
hope
some
to
more time.
have you back. How have you found the day so far?
Lovely, lovely, lovely. It's always great coming to somewhere new and meeting new Jamaicans and having conversation and hearing about their concerns. So I always enjoy that.
And there are a number of questions raised, a number of issues raised. What were your thoughts about the issues that were affecting the Nottingham Jamaican diasporan community?
Well, I have to say, since we've been here, we've heard a lot of similar issues being raised, and one of the things I think it reinforces is the importance of just making sure that there's an avenue for accurate information. And once people have accurate information, they can make good decisions.
Your husband was very inspirational.
Thank you.
The information that he
he's
gave.
Enthusiastic about Jamaica.
And you have to go? Yes. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure meeting you. So that was the wife of the High Commissioner. You can see the High Commissioner here, and they're now going to go to various business endeavours in Nottingham. And it's been really, really inspirational. My sister, you want to introduce yourself, say who you are?
Hello, my name's Councillor Audrey Dillon. I'm one of the councillors here, and I'm also going to be the next Sheriff of Nottingham in May.
Amazing!
Yes.
How have you found the day so far?
It's been absolutely brilliant, really enjoyable, really nice to see so many people come. Really nice, really great meeting the Commissioner, really lovely. Yes.
Are you going to be joining the High Commissioner on the visit?
No, I'm not going to today, no, but I'm going to see him off. See him off and say goodbye, so absolutely brilliant.
Now, we've spoken to a number of Jamaicans today. So the Windrush Commissioner, the next High Sheriff of Nottingham, and now you, the it looked like Jamaica's taking over for real.
Yes, it is. We are taking over. It's absolutely brilliant, though, isn't it? It's really
amazing.
Brilliant. It's really
so
nice.
Inspiring.
Really inspiring.
Yes, so you can see the Jamaica High Commissioner. You can see the very fancy car. My goodness me. But as I say, they're going to be going to a number of different businesses now. And then you can hear the High Commissioner on Kemet FM radio. Christine Bell will be interviewing him. That's going to be around 3:30, 4 o'clock. But you can still come to the ACNA Centre. Do come to the ACNA Centre. There are a number of activities still to take place. So we've got the consular services here. I think they're here until 5 o'clock. So if you've got any passport issues, residency issues, if your Jamaican passport has run out, if you want to get a new passport, if you want to get a passport by descent, you don't have to be born in Jamaica to get a Jamaican passport. As long as you're a descendant of Jamaicans, they can give you advice about that. So do come. And, just come. If you haven't been to ACNA Centre before, come and see what is your building. Let's start making use of our resources and hear about the plans for the centre. I feel like I need to curtsy, because the High Commissioner is leaving. I think I need to bow. I'm not one for cars, but if I had to buy one, it would be this one, I think. Yes, man. I jam. Me love that. But it's been a lovely visit on a lovely day, actually. So it's been a privilege to speak to the various dignitaries and just to hear what's happening in Jamaica and what part we as diasporan Jamaicans can play in the growth of Jamaica. You missed him?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. He's coming back, Daddy. He's coming back. Don't worry.
He or she?
He. He's coming back.
Oh. Yeah, because
you see, today, you can't say not Jamaica time today, Daddy. Not Jamaica time. But you have to run pan English time today, Daddy. Yeah. But he's going to be coming back.
Yeah.
So we did have the opening speech, for want of a better word, the introduction to the High Commissioner, and we had the Lord Mayor, or the Lady Mayor, should I say. But activities are still taking place.
Yes, yes.
So you're a patron of the ACNA Centre.
Yeah. Well, I used to come here for so many years.
How many years?
Owned by Christ, from the 60s.
So you've been here basically from the start?
Yes, yes.
And so what's the significance of the ACNA Centre to you?
Well, it's allowed the place I'm pleased about.
Yeah.
If they had run it right. That's all I can say. If they had run it right.
We're not getting controversial today, you know, Daddy. Not today.
It would be nice. Very nice. I used to be well happy coming here.
Well, you know that.
Yes, yeah.
They're looking at, well, not they're looking at, they've created a working group to ensure that ACNA not only exists for another 50 years, but exists in a way that is meaningful to the community. So things are happening. I mean, what would you like to see happen?
Pray for the Indian people to live more loving, caring, guiding to each other.
Yeah.
Just love. Get up, love.
Okay.
And we can't fail if we love.
I agree with you 100%, Daddy. 100%.
Don't cherish bad thought. Always think of good. Even when you're down.
Just think positive.
Positive.
And think love.
Someone fall, pick him up.
Yeah.
If it's even a thief, pick him up.
As
Tell
long as
him why you're doing that.
As long as him not thieving from me.
Well, he can thief from you, sister. He can thief from you.
That's all right. I will forgive him.
Yes.
But me want me things back.
Yes.
But
you will get it. It's invisible for this man talking to you. He get it. They punish me a lot, but I get it. So I'm a happy man. Happy. But I want to see my people uplift.
Yeah. And
Father, look at you now, you're a pleasant lady. Bless you.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. He's a married man.
But
you're married?
Married, I have 5 kids.
Lord Jesus, God.
Yes. You and me no stop of my
Lord have mercy.
Yes.
You break me,
everybody.
You break me heart. Me think I have a chance.
You still have a chance for me love people. So you don't have to be in fear.
No, but me had a look one ring, Daddy.
No, you can get it too.
We can get it?
Yes.
You want
stick to your wife.
You want you want 2 wives?
What, me have plenty, you know, and tell me. You ask me for my wife. Yes,
so what number would I be?
Well, you can be any one of the number. Let's get it right. Your face, fit it.
Well, thank you, Daddy. But I'm afraid to say, I have to be number 1. But seeing as you have your number 1 already, I'm going to love you and leave you so you can look after your number 1. And we can go find for me number 1.
What's your name, sister?
Zuri.
Yes. Zuri, it's a pleasure meeting you.
It's a pleasure meeting you too.
Hug me, sister.
Come, let me hug up. That's the most we're going to get today, you know. Yes. That's the most we're going to
You rest in the pipeline.
Thank you, Daddy. Thank you.
I like my people. I like my people. And you wish you all the best, sister.
Thank you so much. Love you too. Thank you. Well, you know when Jamaicans meet to draw coffee make.
Of course. Go on. I want to see.
Dear me, I tell you. No, you're still strong, Daddy. You're still strong. Oh, you're married? You're married? Lord Jesus, Miss Salt to the brother. Miss Salt.
Number 1. Okay, thank you.
Yes. Yes, let's do that. Yeah. Not that I'm looking for anybody, people. but if anyone is available. All right, so we're going to go and speak to the consular services. Oh, who do you think?
I'll take one guess. You, Zori.
Was it me? Was it me? Oh, it was me. Oh, sorry, I'm going to get ahead.
Zori made this piece of high art. How long did it take you to make it?
Too long.
Too long.
Too long. Me should end up watch Real Housewives, but instead, me I make this. But it's worth it.
Yeah, it's
worth it. It's worth it.
And the clock's showing good time as well. Show that we're live.
All right, come, you lead the way. We're going upstairs now.
So there's an upstairs?
I think it's through here, isn't it? Through the kitchen.
Okay. And the steps upstairs?
Yes.
Okay, let's go.
Right, Enid, I'm going to grab you in a minute because if anyone is the heart of ACNA Centre, it's this woman here.
For real.
So I'm going to grab her, but I'm going to go up to the surgery first. Let's see if I can speak to any of the consular officials. Sister Melita, you come past, my darling.
Hi, Sheriff, you know.
Hello. We are not worthy.
We are not worthy. We're the simpletons.
Right, just mind your head, brother. Okay, so here they're doing some consular services. All of the consular officials are engaged at the moment. So I'm not going to interrupt them because they're all busy. Going to come in. So this is where the consular officials are engaging in consular services. So hopefully at one point I'll be able to speak to one of the consular officials. But as a service that the ACNA Centre provides, it's actually quite phenomenal because I know that I've taken out my Jamaica passport and I had to travel all the way to London to the High Commission. Let me come around here in London for that. So the fact that the Jamaica High Commission is reaching out to the community is really, really impressive. So they're going to be here, is it until 5 o'clock? The consular services, I believe it's around 5 o'clock they're going to be here. So, you know, if you want, even if it's just for general information, come down. You know, they're here, able to provide you with relevant information, give you advice. What I will say is this. Even if you are not born in Jamaica, you can get citizenship. I wasn't born in Jamaica. I have Jamaican citizenship. I have a Jamaican passport. The benefits are beyond that which you would expect. So as a Jamaican passport holder and a Jamaican citizen, I'm a CARICOM member. That allows me benefits throughout the Caribbean, things that I would not get as a UK citizen. Also means that when I travel to certain countries, so for example, this year I'm traveling to Ghana, I don't need a visa. If I went on my UK passport, I would need a visa. So, you know, you've got to think outside of the box and take advantage of what being a Jamaican descendant can offer, okay? So come down, come and mix with our Jamaican community. Come and meet this handsome man here, Brother Jerry.
This one behind the camera?
May I big you up?
Okay.
Come and meet me, especially if you're single and got money. Come and meet me.
I've got no money. You're barking up the wrong tree here.
And also find out about what's happening with the ACNA Centre. There are amazing plans afoot. Okay, so come and find out what's happening and how you can be a part of the future of this African Caribbean Centre. Make it relevant to you. How'd that sound, Jeremy?
Yeah, and can I just ask what your connection is, Yuri, with the ACNA Centre? Because I know you're not native to Nottingham. I don't know if you've already explained it on the stream, but maybe just tell the viewers really what your connection and your relationship is with ACNA.
Yeah. So, as you say, I'm not native to Nottingham. I was born in Derby. So my parents, when they came as part of the Windrush generation, moved to Derby. But I always knew about the ACNA Centre because growing up in the 60s, 70s, 80s, ACNA Centre had a real buzz about it.
You don't remember the 60s?
Well, I was born in the 60s. Well, no, I was born in the 60s, even though I look like I'm 21. Wow. But I was born in the 60s. But, you know, growing up in that, because I moved to Jamaica with my parents in the 80s, came back. And so ACNA Centre was the place to be. It was the place for Caribbean people, not just in Nottingham actually, but in the Midlands. I mean, you had venues in Derby, you had Carib Club, you had Havana. Mm-hmm. In Nottingham, you had Marcus Garvey, you had ACNA Centre. So ACNA Centre was one of the places where, as a Caribbean person, you would visit, because unlike today, the city centres weren't that accessible for us. Sure. You know, there were places where it was just up to how the bouncers felt on the day, whether you were going to get in or not. Mm-hmm. So ACNA Centre had that legacy, and then moving to Nottingham, ACNA Centre was a place that I would attend for meetings. So, you know, being involved in community organisations, they would have the meetings here. So it has that significance for me, and a lot of my friends, you included, Jeremy.
Thank you. We'll spin
I know
well so
that,
we can see the
you know, you have the history. You know, we haven't talking about the significance of ACNA Centre. You know, we have a history with the ACNA Centre, even if it's not direct, it's indirect. So for me, something like this, with its legacy, we have to fight for it, because what you don't fight for, you lose. Yes. Okay? The centre was acquired under a lease, and the lease, as I understand it, is about to end in a few years' time.
2 years' time,
2
I
years'
believe.
time.
Yeah.
So similar to Marcus Garvey Centre, you know, I'm not sure what's happening with Marcus Garvey Centre, but we cannot afford to lose what is essentially ours. You know, we spoke earlier to a number of the elders. Those people have worked tirelessly for this centre, have brought in hundreds of thousands of pounds for this centre. And if we don't get our finger out, we will lose it. It's as simple as that.
It needs new blood.
Yes.
We need the younger generation. What we have is, so you have Enid Brown, Delroy Brown, Lloyd Palmer, I think, and you have Jackie. I think there's another person. So I just spoke with Delroy, and I was saying the same thing to him. And so what we need is for the younger generation, and when I say younger generation, Zuri, I'm still talking about people like myself and you and Jeremy. Jeremy might say he's not a part of that.
I'm not in the younger generation.
Am I young boy? Don't worry, am I young boy?
Jeremy, you know, so I'm older than you.
No, I don't believe that. You're not a year over 29.
Thank you. Thank you. But anyway, back to
Yes,
ACNA.
sorry. We distract ourselves. Sorry about that. Let's get back in our lane. What are we talking about?
We need the younger generation to take up the mantle, have the vision. But there's some things that needs to change. We cannot continue as is, because this was purpose built for back in the day.
Yeah.
What we're looking for now is modernity. We want to upgrade.
Yeah.
We want things to be different. We want, when we talk about ACNA, we don't have attached to it the old stereotypes and the old conversations. So we need younger bloods to come in and to come in with a vision, because as a community, especially the Jamaican community, I'm not just going to say the black community, but the Jamaican community, we are losing all our assets in the community, and it breaks my heart. And so what we want is for us to look around where we have centres, where we have places like ACNA. Marcus Garvey is up for grabs, and we have a gentleman, Tyrone Brown, who is fighting tooth and nail to keep that in the community. But what I'm afraid of is that the community is not aware of it, and so the backing is not there.
I think that's half the battle when you talk about challenges in terms of profile,
Yes.
because I don't think enough people understand the plight of these institutions and these venues. I think it's really important that we first raise the awareness so that people understand the place and care about it, because I think maybe there's not enough of us with the younger generations who actually care about the place. But when they appreciate the history and the heritage and the shoulders that people put in this place, blood, sweat and tears, and everything we do now, everything we succeed on now is because of that generation. So I think there needs to be a level of profiling that legacy so that we can build on it.
What we want, Jeremy, is we want to buy the building. I'm sick and tired of us feeling as if we need the council for grants and for stuff. So as my brother would normally say, this is a numbers game. So we want to know, what's the number? What will it cost to acquire this? And so that we can build structures around that, build fundraising events around that, and give ourselves a realistic timeline in order to come up with the money to buy this building so that it remains, it is ours. And so it's a numbers game. First, we need to know how much is it. Who do we go to? And because ACNA has been here for so long, I am sure we can get discount. Yeah, but I wouldn't want to see the Asian community come and get this. I wouldn't want to see any other community come and get this.
Because of the 50 years history.
Because of the 50-year history that Jamaicans have here. And I'm dead serious about that. So when people are willing to pull up their sleeves and willing to do the work, Zuri, you know me, I am in it. I am there to work. But if it's just going to be talking, I'm all out of talking now.
Yeah.
We haven't got time to talk.
I really haven't. We haven't.
What I can say, Diana, is that there is a working group in place. We're going to be speaking to the working group later, and they're going to be telling the community and the patrons here what they are doing. And I rest assured when I tell you that they are serious, they are serious.
Right.
And they are skilled, they are qualified, they are committed, they have the credentials.
Yes.
Allow me to tell Jeremy.
They're professional?
They're professional.
And they're good looking.
Oh God, Jeremy's a part of this group.
Oh yes.
How did it? What hinted at that?
That was a
the amazing Cam is behind the camera, and so we can't see the comparison. What Jeremy's talking about, good looking. So
I know. That's why I purposefully put him on the other side of the camera.
That's one of the strategic.
Absolutely.
Okay. But no, seriously, I will work on the peripheries and whatever we need to do. Because we have so many ventures that we have started in the community for the community, and to get the backing and the support for them to continue.
Yes.
People are in it at the get-go, everybody's ready. But my caution and my encouragement at the same time is to say to everybody, what change doesn't happen overnight.
That's true. Can I just interrupt you for one moment? Because we've got one of the advisors who's actually vacant now, and there could be an opportunity to nab them. You talk to them, yes? Quiz them, interrogate them, do whatever you have to do. I'll give Zero the mic.
Well, before you start, oh Lord Jesus, Master, she falling for you. She falling for you.
You see how quick she is? You see how quick her brain works? I'm falling for the gentleman.
She fall for you, man.
Oh Lord. But
what's your name, brother?
Fletcher.
All right. So,
I'll let you interview me, Fletcher.
you are one of the consular officials.
Yes.
Can I ask you a few questions?
Sure.
First of all, thank you so much for coming down.
You're welcome.
What services are you offering today?
So today we're offering passport renewals, new passport application and citizenship applications.
Okay. And if someone comes today, what do they need to bring, if anything?
Depends on the type of application they are requesting. So for renewals, you're going to need your old passport, your birth certificate, depends on when the passport expires.
Yeah.
If it's a machine-readable passport, the birth certificate is not necessary. But you need the application form, which we have here. You can come down and fill it up. Passport size photos and an ID.
So the passport size photos is not the usual one that you get from the machine. I know that
No.
because I have to do it myself. And a pure hacklings for getting me, I tell you that now. Actually, it's not hacklings in truth, but...
Yeah, man, so we don't accept
photos from the booth, the photo booth that you would go to and take your photos and get it printed out. You have to get them taken professionally. And for citizenship application, it's pretty much the same. You need a birth certificate.
Say that again.
For citizenship, yeah?
No, the certificate part. Say that part again. Yeah, that there. Yeah, the language, the camera. No certificate, no certificate. All right, go on.
Yeah, man.
That's right.
Yes, you need a birth certificate, yeah? Your parents' birth certificate that was born in Jamaica.
Are you actually saying
Certificate. Yeah, get that. Yeah, they know what I'm saying, trust me.
Hold on, after we language, we want to go after language certificate.
So you're at the Jamaican officials, yes? So you're gonna be dealt with as such. Yes. So and the film, yeah. So at that go on, yeah. You need fee. Yeah, man. So I was saying, yeah, if your parents is Jamaican, you're eligible to be a Jamaican citizen. You're going to need your birth certificate in yours, your ID, passport size photos professionally taken, the application form which we have here today with us.
Yeah.
If you're coming down to the office, you have to print it off. Occasionally we'll give out some, but the requirement is for you to print it, fill it in, come with your documents ready to be served. You have to book an appointment on the JHC UK website, which will be available at the last day of March. We're going to open some appointments for the next 3 months, so bookings will be available. Once you get your appointment and you have your documents, come on time, come prepared, and come with an open heart.
Open heart.
Yes.
All right, and then certificate.
And your certificate.
All right, so tell me this. If someone comes today and they have all of their documentation, their photo, whatever, do they still need to go to the Jamaican High Commission?
We'll take the application here, do the processing when we go back to the office, and once the processing is completed, we'll mail your passport or your citizenship to you.
All right. So what I can say to people as well, because I've done the process, if you go to ASDA, you can get your photograph taken there. Just say that you want the photograph for the Jamaican passport. And they will do it there. And it's just basically the same price, more or less the same price as what you would pay if you went to the booth. But don't go to the booth. The Jamaican people, they're very, very strict with it. Yes. If you come with the booth photo,
we normally go.
Go to ASDA.
No.
Snappy snaps. No. So there's a snappy snap. Then the one closest to the embassy, that's the best one because this train station, just outside the train station, because we sent a lot of people. We don't have any shares. Let me get that clear, people. We don't have any shares in snappy snaps. As normal, if someone is doing something over and over, they're going to gradually know what we are looking for. So that's where we send it because they already know what we want.
Yes.
Yeah? They are expensive, but that's not on us.
No, that's what I'm saying. Go to ASDA. If you go to ASDA and just say to them, I want a photo for my Jamaican passport, they know what to do.
You said this year I commission.
May I tell you something? I do it already because ASDA, I go forget for my passport. You go to ASDA.
You see she transform now? You see Jamaican.
You see the Jamaican come out now?
Yeah, man. So, disclaimer for the photos, they can't be too shiny. You can't wear a white shirt. Please wear a dark colored top with a white background. If your ear is grey, take it against a blue background because if you take it against one white background, your ear will disappear. So we're going to tell us that we're not taking it and we're going to send it back and you're going to bex. And then you're going to say nobody never telling us. So I'm telling you in advance, yeah? No shiny photos, no white tops with a white background, and your shoulders should be showing. Yeah? Your ear. If you ever see what she do, your ear should not be in your forehead and your ear should be showing as well.
All right. So everyone get that? Yeah. Everyone got that. How you finding the day so far?
It's quite quiet.
Nice,
Yeah. I'm enjoying my time. Not yet.
It's soon start, no worry.
I will sit, the minute I sit in that chair, the pressure will start.
Oh God, I locked the door. Yo, but yeah, man, we there to help on the sound forward. We could do the right thing, get on the paper started. For persons who are dual citizenship, UK is not going to renew your passport until you can present your Jamaican passport, so get it sorted.
So you heard it here. So come down, make use of this resource. If you're able to come with all of your documentation, your passport is going to save you a trip to the High Commission in London. So make the most of it, because this happens, I just think, just a few times a year where they come down to Nottingham. So those of you listening, tell your friend to tell a friend, get your surfing ticket. Go at ASDA to get your passport. You know, if you go at Snappy Snap, you can go at ASDA to get your photograph, get your documentation, come. Right. Me sorry for you now because you have to go deal with
I'm ready.
You're ready?
I'm so disappointed with all of you. Honestly. Say it properly for me just once.
I'm sorry for your ticket.
All right. Thank you so much. All right. I'm still saying sorry for ticket here. Hello.
You're waiting for to see the...
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
yes. There's one person, at least three there. A gentleman.
Yeah, you nearly broke your foot, innit? So I'm going to see if I can catch Enid. Yes.
No.
So she's saying no. She's saying no, but she mean yes. And so this lady, for those of you who don't know, you know, every organisation has its engine, has its heartbeat, the person that drives things forward. This is Enid. She is the engine, the heartbeat, the driver of the ACNA Centre.
Pilot.
Now,
sailor.
What dresses like this?
No, have a look. She in her kitchen. She decorate. She do all the correspondence. When I've been communicating, it's been through Enid. I don't think there's nothing that Enid doesn't do. And
I get emails from Enid at 1 a.m. 1 a.m. That's how hardworking she is.
I try my best for the organisation and the community. So if what I do is not for myself, but for the community, and if it's just one person that's appreciated, I'm happy. I don't need no awards or anything. If I get an award, it's always for the community. For the community, I am so happy. Keeps me going. This organisation helped me when I was at my lowest, when my husband passed away. And I appreciated them very, very much. If it wasn't here, I don't know what I'd do. Thank you very much.
Well, I don't know what ACNA would do if you weren't here. That's the thing. So, and I don't say that glibly, but I do believe that people need to get their recognition for the work that they do. And how do I put in words the significance of you to ACNA? I cannot, other than to say that you are the hub, you are the spine, you are the heartbeat.
You're synonymous with ACNA.
ACNA. So it's important that you get, I think the term now is to get your flowers. It's important that you get your flowers.
But the flowers is for the team. It's a team of us.
You don't suffer from hay fever, do you?
I do. I do.
The flowers is out of the question.
Yeah, I do.
I have to get one different sort. I'm chocolate. I get your chocolate. Yes.
I don't need chocolate either, so I don't know. A big thank you would be enough, but I said I'm doing this on behalf of the team. The team is in there at the moment washing up. Look, we've got a strong team. Look, they're there washing up.
Yes.
Yeah, the team is here washing up. So it's not just me. We've got a team.
Let me say hello to Monica.
Oh, he said it.
And sorry, just give me a name. And Maria. So Monica and Maria, members of the ACNA Centre, they're the ones that allow events like this to take place. So you can see Monica, and she's pretty frack, and she's still a wash up, and I get your hand dirty. But you know, she's doing it because that's her nature. And I know that of Monica because I've known Monica a long, long time. Where something needs to be done, she's a type of person who's boots on the ground. You know, Monica is someone who not only talks the talk, she walks the walk. And my sister Maria here, You know, them could be them home now. Cock up their foot in it. Right about now. I watch Real Housewives of Atlanta or whatever it is. But instead they're here. You know, not that they're getting paid for any of this. This is purely voluntary. Labour of love. Labour of love because of the love of the community. So thank you on behalf of the community. Can I say thank you to both of you for what you're doing. It is recognised, it is seen, it is appreciated. Thank you. Let me hug you. Let me hug you. Thank you so much. Love on. Love you too. Enid, I'm going to grab you later. You're not done yet.
All right then.
You're not done yet. You all right?
Yeah.
All right.
Mr. Bob Wallace here.
Who's it?
Bob Wallace, Bettina's
Okay.
as well.
Yes, I know Bettina. Yes.
But try and nab him.
Is he from?
No, it's just from the community. He's
All right. Okay.
Big wig. He's a big wig.
All right.
Big in the game. Bob. Yeah, we like you, Bob, actually.
Because you're a big wig in the community.
Who's told you that?
That's what him said, brother. And if him say it, let me know. Say it's true.
Don't believe everything they tell you.
Well, me believe what him tell me. So
You got two councillors behind you.
you know, I'm going to be speaking to the councillors, but I'm going to speak to you first.
Okay, I'm sorry. Who are you, darling?
My name's Zuri.
Hello, Zuri.
Hello.
A pleasure.
Thank you so much. A pleasure is mine, all mine. How have you found the day so far?
Unfortunately, I missed most of this morning because I wanted my passport renewing and the photo that I had was not suitable. So I've been running around trying to get one. So hopefully I will catch the recording on YouTube later if it's there. But I can't give you an immediate feedback because I wasn't present. But ask me again when I've seen the footage and I will give you a better answer.
Particularly if you get your passport renewed.
I am going to get, because, well, most of the admin has been done. It's just that I'd go and get a passport, a photo rather, because I only had a headshot and they want head and shoulders and they want it on matte paper and there are not many people in Nottingham that do it on matte paper.
So there's no, that's what I was saying to people, if you go to ASDA, just say to them at ASDA that you want a photo for the Jamaican passport, they know what to do.
Yeah.
But can I ask you, what is the significance of the ACNA Centre to you?
Oh, good Lord. I've been a volunteer at ACNA and WENA going back to the late 80s. I've played cricket for Caribs. I've been chairman of this centre twice. And a general helpmate. ACNA has done some good things for me personally. If it wasn't for ACNA, I wouldn't have had the opportunity to visit America in '83. That was useful. Came back, wrote a report. They gave me a job. I worked for a long time for Notts County. And that means, in the meantime, supporting ACNA and WENA, the nursery that was across the way. Unfortunately, things kind of fell off for whatever reason. I'm not really in a position to say. But I wish ACNA was in a different position to the one it's currently in. It requires a great deal of effort on the part of the current framework, and more importantly, how they are going to attract more people back into ACNA Centre, and people who are not there for themselves, but there for the community. And unfortunately, Ears to the Ground says a lot of people have walked away from ACNA Centre because they actually don't believe and don't subscribe to what they see happening. Now, each person will have a different story. Mine is administration, and I don't think it's helpful when you run an organisation and you've not had an AGM since 2018. That doesn't bode well. It doesn't sit well with me because you don't know who your members are, you don't know what your assets are, you don't know what your liabilities are. Okay, you can tell me, but I'd rather see it by way of an official document. And thus far, I've not seen that. At the moment, I am not a member because any organisation that would have me, then more fool them. Currently. So when things have settled down and I can see something documented, then I might be in a different position because yes, I have time and yes, I can help.
Yeah.
But I'm not in the business of, speaking digital but acting analog, if you get my drift.
I like that analogy. I like that.
And that is pretty much what is happening here at the moment. And lots and lots of people want to help, but they're not being allowed to help in a meaningful kind of way because this is not about one person, it's not about two people.
Yeah.
It's about the community, it's about a legacy. Yeah. And when we are ready to, face the press and all of that, like today, for example, ACNA will put on a show. For the rest of the time,
Yeah, okay. I hear you. I mean, what I would say is later on, listen out for the ACNA working group.
The ACNA working group?
The ACNA working group.
I should be listening out for that.
Listen out for that. Because I think your voice is not a unique voice.
I'm pretty sure
there is a recognition that if ACNA Centre is to survive, let alone thrive, changes have to happen.
Yes.
So I think that's been heard, and I think that it's permeating through the system. So I'm going to encourage you, I'm going to encourage those of you who are, I'm not sure if the live link is going to be on when we do that part. It will be on, yeah. Oh, no. But anyway, what I'm going to do before we cut off the live link is to give information. I'm going to give you some information about some surveys that we're doing, and I know surveys sound very bland, but what you're saying has been heard and is being acted upon.
I sincerely hope so. Otherwise, we are doomed. As they say, we are doomed.
Yes.
And it would be sad to see ACNA fall over.
Yeah,
I don't personally want to see it fall over, but at the moment, I am not an active person within ACNA Centre because there are things that I really do not subscribe to.
Yeah. Okay. I hear you. Things are going. That's all I'm going to say. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you. Right, you know what I want now, Jeremy? One cup of tea. And that me one. So you can see it's a hub of activity at the moment. No, I haven't. You're getting shy.
Come on. Big mouth, man. Roger, come on.
So, anyway, we've got a hub of... Audra, you're not busy. Come on. We've got a hub of counsellors here. I don't know what the collective noun is for counsellors.
It's a cackle.
A cackle.
I don't know what it is.
So, Councillor Leslie, are you there?
How you doing?
I'm good, you know.
That's good. That's good to hear.
Our next sheriff,
Councillor Dinham.
Audra Winter, was a former deputy leader of the
deputy
council.
leader.
Suck it to me. All right. So, your thoughts of today?
It was a productive meeting. It's never long enough for our people, but it just shows that the conversation still needs to continue. There's a lot of questions about, land rights, property, opportunities in Jamaica which need to be built upon, and the diaspora have got a critical role in that. And I think the connections which are made here today obviously need to be kept on and built upon, and then organisations like ACNA can play a role in that. We're going to play our role as local councillors as well. I also run an organisation called Be Global, and that looks at supporting our black businesses in that plight, and so we're really just looking at how we can build upon that and take things forward.
Councillor Winter, you're not only a councillor, you're a businesswoman.
correct. Thank you. Was there anything that you heard the Commissioner say today that would inspire you to do business in Jamaica or have some connection beyond that which you have currently with Jamaica?
No, absolutely. I think I was inspired. It's interesting to see that there are opportunities not just for Jamaicans, but obviously for people returning to Jamaica. I would like to see more opportunities for local people, because we know the gap between the rich and the poor in Jamaica is huge. So I do welcome that. I think there's still issues about transparency, issues around people's security and investments, but no, absolutely interested. My husband is a firstborn Jamaican, and he actually wants us to go back and develop over there, so I'm actually quite excited about what the future holds.
Thank you. And what role do you see the ACNA Centre playing in that, if any?
Well, I see the ACNA Centre playing in a great role. Like today, we've had the immigration people come, and I've also been able to go upstairs and talk to them about, getting my Jamaican passport. So the ACNA Centre has a lot to help and support us move things forward.
And is there anything that you're able to say about the council's role in the future of the ACNA Centre? Anyone? Let me drop
councillors ward. So yeah, it's in my ward. I think the council won't be operating the right way if it didn't see the contribution that the black community and ACNA played in developing not only this area but for the whole of the city of Nottingham. So as a legacy, yes, it will be sensible for the City Council, whoever's going to be in leadership, to ensure that this is transferred over to the hands of the ACNA Centre and the black community, so that we can continue doing the work that we have been doing for many, many years, and bringing not only vibrancy to the area, but also economic value as well. So yes, whoever's going to be in leadership need to make that right move, and as long as we're councillors here, we'll be pushing for that to be the case.
Last words. What would you say to the community at large about how they can reconnect with the ACNA Centre?
Well, it's an interesting one. ACNA Centre's been going for a long time. I remember my dad, God bless his soul, used to come and play dominoes when we were growing up. The youngsters of today obviously want places to do different things. So I think it's about perhaps understanding what some of the youngsters actually want to see happen at ACNA Centre, and going out to the community, and but also letting them know ACNA Centre is here for you. Councillor Yola talked about a legacy. We're not going to be here forever. The committee of ACNA Centre is not going to be here forever. And when we think about obviously wanting the council to transfer the asset to the community, it's about young people playing their role in ensuring the future, and thinking about a vision for not just for the ACNA Centre, but all black organisations around the city.
Councillors, thank you all so much. Now go get one cup of tea now, be tired.
Bless you.
Don't jump in a swearing about in the lounge. Tell them the live on YouTube. Just tell them the live.
Well, I will tell them. Go speak to Gloria.
Yeah.
I'm still here, so I'm speaking. So you're live now,
Eh?
You're live. No bad words now,
Oh no, I don't talk bad words.
I'm speaking to two of my favourite women.
Yes.
Miss Gloria Dunwell.
Yes.
And Miss Claire.
Yes, yeah.
How have you found the day so far?
Very interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, it was just good to hear what the Jamaica High Commissioner had to say. Some of the things he said makes sense, and some of it, you have to understand what's happening in Jamaica to come to terms with what he's saying. Me personally, I find it difficult when he says certain things, that it's easy to apply to things that are going on in Jamaica. But I was out there for 3 months, and when I listen to the news and what's going on, I don't find it that it's that easy. But Jamaica is improving. There's no two way about that. I'm not going to carry it down and say it's not improving. It is, but they still got a long way to go. As far as I'm concerned. That's my opinion, you know. But yes, I was out there, as I say, for 3 months, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I love Jamaica, really and truly do. So we just have to keep going, and I think we're on the right track to improve things.
All right. Miss Claire, your thoughts on what the High Commissioner had to say today?
What he says today, it's an eye-opener to me, because my parents, my father, had lots of land in Jamaica, and because I'm here and I can't afford to do anything, and it's sort of an eye-opener. It gives me a bit of insight now what I could do. I've got a younger brother in America, but I don't think he's interested. But I shall have a talk with him and see. And to tell you the truth, where the land, where we come from, it's in the country, and I can't afford to go back and live there. And I don't think I would, because I know it's a lot of improvement since. But it's a high opener, and I'm glad I may make it to come. But I say, Jamaica is my land, and I always love Jamaica. I've been there how long ago now? Around 2.5 years. And again, my elder brothers passed, my younger sisters passed. They were the one that would get information and sort things out. No, really, they have got kids out there, and they are not really interested. So there's not much I can do, but I shall make some inquiries with my younger brother in Jamaica and see. But as I say, the land, I couldn't afford to do nothing, because as Gloria was saying, and the next lady, to sort the land out, you need birth certificate, a father, birth certificate. And to tell you the truth, I don't even think I could give them that information.
So there's a real bureaucracy there that
I don't think I could, But Jamaica, yes, they are making improvement,
Well, another thing that we're focusing on today is the ACNA Centre. And I know that both of you have been patrons for many, many years of the ACNA Centre. What would you like to see for the future of the ACNA Centre?
Well, I've always said over the years that ACNA Centre need new blood. I need young people to come and take over. I'd love to see that what used to happen years ago start to happen again, where you have day center for the elders. You have places where you can come and get information about your health, well-being. But most of all, I'd love to see where there's a place where young people can come, like they used to have the Saturday school. I would just love to see something like that start up again, because I think the center is for the next generation. We are going down, they are coming up. So yes, that's what I would really love to see, young people coming into the center and making use of it. But it's up to we, the older ones, to encourage them. Because if we don't encourage them, it's not going to happen. So it's all well and good we are saying, we want the young people to take over, but at the same time, we have to encourage them.
And Miss Claire, what would you like to see?
Well, the same thing as what Gloria says, because I can remember in the 80s when we used to come up on a Sunday, we used to cook our dinner, her kids, them and my kids, and they used to run around and we used to sit and listen to music. I would like to see that back. And again, I think the place need a good facelift. You know, to encourage the younger ones to come. Yeah. You comment, yes. But
well, enjoy the rest of your day. I keep telling this man he's working me like.
I know he's
Let me cup of tea. All right, I'm gonna have my cup of tea. Enjoy the rest of your day. Oh Lord. So I'm having my cup of tea now.
Check it. These are clean.
Are they clean? Cheers, everyone.
We're going to see how much sugar you put in. So just take us through the tea maker process.
All right, so
how you brew it?
You need your tea bag. You need your cup. Hot water. I'm going to show you if you make the perfect cup of tea now. You have to brew your tea bag, make it stir. I would say perfect time, maybe about 20 seconds.
What? I live on 2 minutes.
2 minutes? No, man. What you have to do, you have to squeeze the tea bag. And that's what you have to do. Squeeze the tea bag. Without making a mess. Oh dear.
You can put ACNA High Commission research. High Commission or something will come up. So you got the YouTube live. You got the live. Yeah, this is it now, right now. Yeah. Sorry.
No,
Dennis, you want a cup of tea?
No, I don't want to talk about. What do you want?
Would you like a cup of tea?
Oh, please.
I'm going to make you the perfect cup of tea.
Yes.
See, that's another service from ACNA Centre. Tea making. Made by my fair hands. All right, let me get a clean cup.
You may recall that I said I was one of the stalwarts of the centre.
Yes.
Yes, Dennis, yes. Let me take this. Carry on, Dennis.
Huh?
So you're one of the stalwarts of the centre. So you're one of the OGs.
What's an OG?
Like original gangster.
That's the reason why.
You know, you're original.
Yeah.
Do you want milk in your tea, sir?
Sugar? No sugar, please.
No sugar, but milk?
Milk, yes.
We'll be back.
So what year was you introduced to ACNA? Literally from the outset?
In the 70s, through the West Indian National Association and the Black Power Freedom Movement with Junior Forbes, who changed his name to Berenge Bangdeli.
Oh yes.
And they moved to Bristol.
Right.
But it was originally formed, mostly by ex-servicemen who were demobbed in Long Eaton. I was given to understand, of course.
Yeah.
So I can remember people like George Lee, George Powell, and of course your dad, Mr. Prince.
Of course, yeah.
Who was very good in assisting us at Radio Nottingham over my 32 years there. Yeah.
Fantastic. I'm glad you remembered my dad. Dennis, you've got the perfect cup of tea.
Yes,
you have a biscuit. Right, see? There you go, sir. Enjoy.
Thank you, Dennis.
So we can get me a cup of tea now. Anyway, everybody, cheers.
Thank you so much for hosting this session, Jorim.
You're welcome. It's been a pleasure for a number of reasons. one, it's just a privilege to do something for the Jamaican community, but also because I want to see the survival of the ACNA Centre. I want to see it thrive. I want to see it reconnect to the community. And I know that this afternoon we're going to be talking about the plans in place for the re-energisation of rejuvenation of the ACNA Centre, making it fit for the 21st and the 22nd century. I know that there is some despondency about the ACNA Centre because, you know, if you don't nurture things, they get stale. And I think the ACNA Centre does need an injection of energy. The good thing is that there are people with the skills, the qualification, the knowledge, but most importantly, the passion, who want to bring that injection of energy. So we're going to be talking about that later this afternoon.
Fantastic. Right. What I'm going to do now is just take a final tour of the centre, and we'll call it a day. I'll call it a day even for the stream. But thank you so much.
You're most welcome.
And you've got your own channel and talk back. You're a bit of a media guru yourself. Just give us a little elevator plug.
I don't know if I'd go that far, but I have the Talkback Show, the first Sunday of every month. So my Talkback Show is about conscious, enlightening, uplifting topics with a bit of humour sprinkled in. And so my next show is going to be, I think, on the 5th of Easter Sunday. So I'm going to be talking actually about the ACNA Centre, and I'm also going to be talking about, I've got a group discussion about relationships. So it's a 2-part show, but I'm also now on YouTube. I can't remember you. Oh, walk good, talk good with Zuri. So listen out for that. I'm going to be plugging it on my show and getting my social medias, because I'm a bit of a Luddite, but I'm coming into the 21st century. So I'm going to get my social medias in place with help from my good friend Jeremy here. But it's going to be a really dynamic, interesting, fun and informative show where we talk about matters that affect the black community. So relationships, politics, whatever it is, okay? So look out for that.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right, we're just going to do a conclusive tour of the ACNA Centre, see it in all its glory, buzzing here on a sunny Saturday afternoon. So this is the room where we're going to be doing the public meeting later on.